Hello, everyone, and welcome to a small session of the Uncharted Isle. It's not a long session today because I have had no time in the last week to prep because my computer finally coming back and having to sort all that out, and also just working a lot.
But hey, we get to do some stuff.
Last time, last time the party got their underway, they managed to get well ahead of the Amazons, and they, as they had some just truly awful luck. Uh, the party got out to sea, and things were doing okay right up until they reached the point where everything seems to go badly for ships. And the party found out why, as they were ambushed by a horde of fishmen and gigantic tentacles grabbing their ship in the midst of a bank of fog. The party met through a very from a somewhat harrowing fight. Did succeed and drove the attackers off and made their way to the island. They only suffered about 9 or 10 critical failures and endured being crit numerous times by enemies.
Oh my god, that was so brutal.
Yeah, look, the
Incredibly exciting times.
perils of the warp.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got fucking perils,
Fucking
alright.
Fucking kept
Jesus.
critting the Goblin face. That's fucking it.
But they managed to persevere throughout all of that, and they got to the island and picked their landing site. And that is where we pick up. It is dawn when the ship finally weighs anchor in the western cove of the island.
Okay,
The closest point.
we do get a long
Oh,
rest then.
Sure. Oh yeah. Yes. I'll let you have a long rest.
Okay, that's good.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's good.
Nice. That's a pretty strong one. Strong rolls.
Yeah, it's a
well,
good
one's a really
assortment.
strong roll.
Well, the other one can be used on enemies.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
having a really
Yeah.
high and a really low is great.
That is pretty
Ideal.
good. The point you picked is the closest you could get to the ruins where the pirates that you hooked up with were able to find. And that is where we start off. What do you do?
Alright, well. There's the temple further in, right? Absolutely established
we
base
were-
camp would go after that.
Yeah, we were gonna check out the same temple they went to.
I think that's the case. Does the captain need any help from us with setting up, say, a base camp or a little dry dock for the boat?
Well, putting together a dock is a bit out of question. That would take too long. But
Are you sure?
a camp on the shore would be a good idea.
If you say so. I'm sure we could have dropped down some trees and used them for lashing. Something to at least keep the boat in arbor, so to speak.
Water's
Nah.
too shallow for that.
I see.
Plus, this is a cove. In here, there's no strong currents, either or. Only with high tide, like the high or low tide.
Anchor is more than enough to keep us to keep us where we are.
Alright. Well then, sure, let us set up camp and then get on our way.
How's everyone feeling after the battle and the trip?
Oh, quite refreshed, and Row Bunny is safely repaired.
Perfect.
Sweet.
He is a heroic bunny.
I think they hate the color green because, god damn, they like hit me with the hardest.
They must have thought you would be the easiest target. They were
Sucks to
clearly
be
wrong.
them.
I bet their chakras were muddy.
Is there what?
Their chakras,
What is a chakra?
the energy that you portray, your interaction with the universe.
Oh,
I thought
okay
that-
then.
I
How
thought
do
that
such
was
things muddy?
those ring weapons, like those like frisbees.
Chakram,
Chakrams, not chakras.
with an M.
Oh, the chakrams. It's a letter. It's a letter. Come on.
It's a letter.
Anyway, Kaia, are you sure you should actually be performing this far? You're looking a
I
little
should be
far
fine.
along.
I'll be fine. Trust me.
All right.
Do you need more tea?
He'd be nice.
Lydia will go off
Fine.
to grab a little pot of tea to serve.
I suppose that would be the rest of us setting up the camp then.
As long as we avoid more nasty giant tentacles.
I would
don't
hope
think
so.
I don't think we're going to see any of those inland, at least.
Yeah.
I'd be surprised if I do.
I would hope not.
Inland
Given-
tentacles are called vines.
Given that they're
Oh,
to
boy.
a gigantic sea beast, I would be surprised to see any on the island itself.
That could
On
be a
that note, I would-
landipus.
I would hope we don't run into vines on the level of those tentacles either.
I would not worry. No one uses vines anymore. It is all the TikTok.
There is that large lake on the map. There could be some tremendous aquatic beasts in hiding there.
Yeah, it looks like
Very
there's a
well.
couple
Squid.
lakes on the island.
Or frogs. Yeah, them frogs.
There could be frog monsters, yes.
Have you ever had frog leg? Tastes like chicken.
Oh, yes.
One of my uncles got swallowed by a frog monster once.
Hey, I had a cousin got eaten by a freaking frog.
Huh.
Yeah, some bitches just spat on her tongue and just swallowed him right up.
Alright.
Lena,
Here's
Lena
Donny
will
when he got off.
awkwardly go for a high five with Donny.
There's
Surely
like,
it's a low five. You're
Sorry?
very tall and Donny's
Just-
very
Yes,
That's
her,
fine.
her hand's as big as his torso.
yeah, just climb up and just slap it. There we go. Shut down.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
And yes, indeed. It is usually served with garlic and butter. Lots of both. More delicious than lobster.
I never had any lobster.
They are like gigantic grabby bugs from the ocean.
Oh, I know exactly what lobster is. It's just, where the hell affords that shit?
What do you mean? They are everywhere.
They are food for the peasants.
I mean, delicious still, but indeed, they are water bugs. It's like saying you can't
Yeah.
afford beetles or bait for fishing.
Now,
Indeed,
there's a
sometimes
difference
you can
between-
use lobster to fish for actual shark, which is much more delicious. And I am not talking about the food.
There's a difference there. Like, eating mud bugs, that's the one thing. Eating lobsters, that sounds a bitch it pinches really goddamn hard, especially on small folk.
What?
So,
You just put them in hot water and crack them open.
yes, now I would like you to compare how big a claw is to, example, my forearm.
Fucking then surely it's even more useful. You do not need to eat as much, or you can share for a table. You should really try it. I don't know why you would put it out.
Mostly because goblins don't stick to, large open waters. They just try to stick to fuck all. Away. Deep dark places. Like properly civilized goblins and like we're freaking unicorns.
I've only had
Well,
good
you could-
lobster a few times.
Indeed.
That's probably back when I actually had still on my arm.
If only the lobster you de-armed to consume could see the sweet irony now, eh?
Mm,
Rennous.
if only.
As you guys are getting into the rowboats and heading to shore, you find that as you're going, the ship is actually further away from the shore than you thought. As you're going, as you're rowing, you just seem to keep rowing, and the shore does get closer and closer, but the vegetation is actually a lot bigger than you thought.
Oh boy.
The trees are much larger than you had anticipated they would be. It's far outsizing any other trees that you have seen in the past.
Zutala.
Oh,
That'd
fuck,
make
we're
for
on
good
co-
ship.
They're bigger than the
Indeed.
forests at home.
And
We're on Skull Island.
another feature that you notice, something very out of the ordinary, even more so than the giant foliage, and that even during the day, midday that you are at now, you can see that there is a subtle aurora in the sky, or rather, it is there's an aurora floating around in the sky in the vicinity of the Central Mountains range.
The aura is so powerful on this island, you can see it.
Pretty.
Aurora Borealis. In this
At-
location,
at this time of
centralized
day?
entirely around the mountain at this time of day.
That
Interesting.
is
Right above those
unlikely,
mountains.
yes. Perhaps it is a reflection of the ambient magic.
Or there are lakes hiding inside the mountains, and they're high up enough.
Can I
Make
make
reflections on the sky.
would I be able to make some kind of test like nature to determine whether they look natural?
Sure. Where are you from again?
The north?
Oh, okay,
Ma-
that's fairly relevant then. You can, like, being from the north and from having traveled a ways as you are a professional couch surfer, you have traveled quite a lot, and you have never seen auroras in around the Erethian Sea area.
Mhm.
It is the wrong geography for it.
I'd like to find out more about what's causing them. I sincerely doubt it's anything natural.
Indeed, the entire mountaintop range is just lined with giant magnets.
Well, maybe we'll find answers at this temple.
Yeah.
Indeed, on how do they work?
Oh, no one can answer that one. That's just magic.
Nobody knows.
It's along the same lines as how is Bebby formed.
Are we all participating in the rowing, or is it like done by ship hands?
That's being done by us since we're in the rowboat.
Okay.
I will gently push the boat with telekinesis.
I'm used to rowing at least.
and just looks at the mega trees and the mega fauna there, and be like, oh, sorry, the mega flora, like, gonna set up camp. We're gonna need a really big axe.
Yes.
Hmm.
The ships you could make with those trees, though.
Indeed.
That is
Almost makes me wish we brought a
Dragon-sized.
barge out here.
Could make one sized for actual giants.
Or make it dreadnought.
You can make a giant canoe.
So that does bring up the question of what kind of creatures will be living on an island with such grand vegetation.
Oh,
Hopefully big
undoubtedly very
ones.
large monsters.
Well, out of character, everyone just thought Skull Island instantly. So
Well, I mean, it does look like a skull here.
Yeah, it's got the
No,
eye
oh,
nose.
you haven't seen King Kong or like Monsterverse or anything like that?
No, I have seen it.
Oh yeah, okay, no.
I'm just saying it does look like a skull here.
Yeah, I didn't see that. It does look kind of like a screaming face.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, see,
That's
there's the
disturbing.
eye, there's the other
Yep.
eye, and there's the open mouth.
That's not a
Terrifying.
screaming face. That's like a haunted face and a fading soul in the mist kind of face.
It is like it's like that pointing soy jack.
For you see, you've already lost. I've depicted you as the. as
No.
the
You've
You've
already
soldier.
lost,
No.
Island. We have depicted you as the soy jack.
Oh no.
Anyway,
So yeah, the beach, right?
to the beach.
Do we see any clams or anything there on that? If there's nice and clear and like long shallows, so
Oh, the water is the water is gorgeous, crystal clear. You can see the reefs and the forest of kelp reaching up from the depths. And give me a perception check, Ben.
I like this place. It's pretty.
Sure. Nope.
that's y'all blind.
Sumire, when Sumire, oh my god, when
Holy shit!
Okay, there we
How
go.
is the
well,
one-eyed?
Thank you.
How is the one-eyed fox seeing better than all of you?
well,
It's because
Sumire,
you're used to being cautious, right?
It's fine. I have eyeballs.
well,
Yep.
Sumire and Magdalena can, when you start looking down into the waters, you can make out the shapes of. Also, Kaia can make out the shapes of some croppings of mussels and clams in the sticking to the rocks at the bottom.
Past like the seaweed forest, though, or is it like more like open?
Clams and oysters don't generally stick to kelpish because kelp tend to block their intake of food.
Yeah, they do. They're more in the reefy little sections of the water as you're passing over.
Neat.
If the
Maybe you want to try
scale,
your hand at grabbing one?
if the scale is to the water underneath you is similar to the size of the cove and the island itself, perhaps they are quite large.
An oyster. Is that? I still have oysters.
How far down does it look?
It's hard to tell with the clarity of the water.
Okay, I'm going to.
It's
Uh,
the
just-
water is a bit deceiving. So.
Yeah, well, just to find out, I'm going to attempt to grab one of the clams and/or oysters with Mage Hand.
What's the range on Mage Hand?
It is
30
60 feet for me because of telekinetic.
Oh.
Okay.
Hmm.
You can get a grip on one, but Mage Hand is unless your Mage Hand is stronger than average, yeah, you are not going to pull one free with just a Mage Hand.
Okay, no, I don't think so. I think I can only lift like 10 pounds.
It's like 5
Yeah,
pounds.
5.
5?
Yeah, it's not a lot of force that you can muster.
Check what if telekinesis changes anything.
Oh, it is 10 pounds.
What?
But yeah,
I
yeah.
still think 10 pounds is not enough
But
to
either way,
dislodge
yeah.
Not nearly enough.
something from the
Yeah.
rocks. Yeah.
Especially if they're like as big, like scale wise, as the trees are.
So how
There.
far down is that some bitch, you say?
Less than 60 feet down.
It's about
there's
it's anywhere between 60 and 50 feet down.
They are
It's a bit deep.
nestled into the coral, though. I have no way of knowing whether they are equally sized or simply caught.
Do we want to send someone
Yeah.
down to go take a look?
I will pass on that. Don't swim exactly too well anymore.
I
Yeah,
could
I
do
could do
so if
that.
you wish.
I don't enjoy
I
getting
feel
wet.
that.
And see,
Well,
you would just
would
Luckily,
float.
my
Float, Kaya?
Probably
I
it's
can't.
that
just leave it to me. It is a little bit of swimming.
Yeah, you wanna take a
with
try
your
with you for lodging
perception
it?
checks. Actually, never mind. You know what? No. I'll save that for later.
Sure. Let's see here.
One
With
moment.
our perception check, there aren't like sharks or anything down there, are
No,
there?
there are no sharks.
Okay.
There are fish.
Careful of the reefs.
see
You could end
fairly-
up.
You can see schools of fairly colorful fish roaming around down there.
Careful of the reefs as well. Don't know what could be lurking in them. Could be anything that could stun you underwater.
Yeah, do
So
not
some
worry.
of their toxins and glands are great for medicine.
I'll keep that in mind.
I'll
I
go
don't
with you.
intend on swimming the terrestrial way anyway. She will instead gesture at the mighty Roban, place them in the water, and you watch as their ears begin to spin.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's adorable.
All right.
Zoom!
Oh wow. What are you doing with Robun?
Roban is going to be my water propeller. I'm using him like one of those, the sea shark things
Like
you hold on to.
Subnautica.
Yeah.
Yeah, sea gliders.
I'm using a sea
Excellent.
glider, yes.
That's so cute.
It's pretty adorable.
And my actual athletics is terrible, but that's why I have Roban here, who has a plus to theirs.
How many people are diving into the water?
It's
No,
just
I
Reno.
think
I
it's just
was
one.
No. I was going down there because one, fast movement in swimming, and small, and naturally really good camouflage because green and blue in there.
Yeah.
Small might work to your detriment in this.
No,
I'm
because
gonna
like
watch.
I said,
I'm
like I
gonna watch
said,
from above because I can communicate with both of them.
yeah, and I can keep alert on.
All right.
Reno is no stranger to keeping her breath held for a very, very long time, so she's not worried.
Yeah.
It's fine. You get long amounts of held breath in 5e anyway.
That is true.
It's like 5 minutes at minimum before you start drowning or something.
You need to have a really strong lungs for when the dragon knocks you in the mouth. And then you get stuck there.
Fair.
Truth.
Or when you're just like halfway up a cloaca.
Okay, so the two of you and just Reno and
Yeah.
Donny, you are swimming down to the bottom of the cove. The fish, of course, flee from you as you near them.
Women want me and fish fear me.
Though now that you are closer and you are underwater, you can see that the scale of the regular fish, or what you assume would be regular fish, is also quite enlarged from this place.
I'll point out as we traverse. Are there any other dangers around? I'm just not very good at perception. Actually, wait, no, I'm meant to be quite good at it. There we go. Anything out of the ordinary as we descend?
Out of the ordinary. There's a lot of things that are quite out of the ordinary here.
Well, yes, for sure. Anything that looks like it might pose a threat to us, I suppose. More specifically.
Well, as you are descending down, you do see a rush of fish. They that did flee from you, but now they are coming towards you, and they pass you quite quickly. Run as if fleeing from something more scary than you are. And you do find something that does pass into your field of view.
Alright, Rennous
Give
gonna
me a
squint and
second here.
hold on to Robun with one hand and couch her crossbow under the other since it reloads itself. She promptly can't get off more than a disadvantaged shot because she's holding onto Robun, but she can probably still protect herself.
As you are watching with your crossbow loaded, you see a shape moving through the kelp about maybe 100 feet from you. A great shadow that is certainly several times your size, passes through the greenery and out into the open water, but it doesn't seem to be rushing to moving towards you. It seems to be just swimming rather lazily through the water.
Fair enough.
Just
Big.
go slowly move towards, the rocky surface.
It's a little blurred on, Charlie.
Oh my god, I haven't thought about that for a fucking small eternity.
Yes, an enormous sea creature with a fat body that has several very long fins and a tremendous neck is lazily swimming through the reefs, terrifying every fucking fish for probably a good 100 feet around it. Although it also doesn't seem to be taking any interest in them either.
Reno will bow respectfully to this sea leviathan. She is a worshipper of the mighty Tunankir. Long may he swim. Clap, clap, clap.
As you observe the creature, you figure that it is probably a good from tail to nose tip. It would probably be 40 or 50 feet long.
Spicy.
Nice.
It is a
Alright.
colossal creature.
Alright, where is our goal down here?
The oyster bed.
Alrighty. Continue on along.
You're continuing to the bottom.
Yeah. If it
Towards
looks
the
like if this thing is looking chill, then we might as well not fuss it and randomly panic and avert direction. Just coast on down.
All right. The lot of you up on the top on the boat, you also can see the creature as you are watching your companions. You can see the creature passing underneath you, probably a good maybe 30 feet beneath you.
I will make sure to think aloud. Please don't spook it.
Was not planning to.
Lydia is currently deep in meditation, so she actually does not see it.
Perfect.
Thasia's just gonna hold her
Alex,
breath and
sometimes you
hope
just got
this
to
thing
take some
doesn't
time for
notice us.
yourself.
Not
Yeah.
planning to what?
You didn't. That was in.
Yeah,
that
that
was
would have
telepathy.
been telekinetic.
Oh, I thought you were... Okay.
If anybody else is watching it, she'll say out loud, like, just let it pass. I'm gonna
All
make
things
a.
come to pass.
Um,
Do I know anything about these creatures?
You have heard. I mean, you have heard. There's always. I mean, every coastal
Stories.
town, every
Yeah.
coastal town or seaside tavern has sailors telling tales of sea monsters and giant creatures of the deep. Many books also reference such things. In fact, it is quite a tradition for map makers as well to
Put 'em on the.
to put
yeah.
fantastical ocean monsters, or real or imagined, on the around the margins of the maps where the oceans are.
It looks like something straight out of the sea monster stories.
All right,
Mhm.
well, perhaps we should get to shore as soon as possible so we don't have to worry about it just noveling up our boat.
Yeah. After our friends return.
How far are we away from the shore?
The lot of you down in the water.
More like the boat in general, just so that we like, could they swim on ahead, like boat on ahead of us, and us just like swim back to the shore, or are we too far out still?
I mean, they can continue if you want.
Okay, but
They're
how
still-
far?
Yeah, but how far are they?
How far out are
If we
we?
want them to or not?
I mean, you guys are probably about. You guys are pretty close to the bottom of the to the seafloor,
Okay.
and I don't know. You're probably maybe 100 feet from the water, from the shore.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. If you guys want to get the boat to shore.
Yeah, let's just press on.
Just roll save.
We can
Just roll save.
rather than row. Oh wait, no. Yeah, we still need to row.
Yes, we do need a row.
Just
on, we'll be
use
fine.
gentle.
Just
Just
more
use gentle
importantly-
rolling.
More importantly, are you gonna be okay down there?
So far as we are aware, yes. If a fight does happen, I don't know that you'll be much help in a boat anyway.
Yeah.
But we do have the tridents up here.
They feel like they'll be fine.
Rennous is always fine. Yes, to shore. Come.
All right, fine.
Yeah, the last thing I want is be like, you guys start like pulling steel just in case this thing starts seeing like the glint of tridents on the surface and just fucking decides to wreck us.
Just getting an oyster.
Yep.
So the group on the boat, you guys are heading towards the shore, and Reno and Donny, you are continuing to look for a oyster. Can you two give me perception checks to
Sure.
or perception or investigation to look for these things?
Investigation is my main training. And also Donny's.
Well, between the two of you, it doesn't take too long to find. You're looking specifically for an oyster.
Yeah, because oysters aren't like clams, because clams will clamp onto your ass. Oysters won't. And
Okay.
oysters are fucking delicious.
They
Way more
are
than crabs.
delicious.
Indeed. And you,
Very
now that you are down at the bottom of the cove, down where the rock with the rocks and the reefs and the coral, you find the sea creatures you are looking for. Clams and oysters and mussels clinging to rocks, and they are big. You find the first one you find, Donny. The first oyster you find looks like it's probably about a foot across.
Whoa.
Rad.
Okay. Me in real life, I've just started
Hold
to
back your
salivate.
drooling. Yes. I literally heard you go.
Oh man,
Oh.
that's some lemon on that. Just straight right at the ocean.
I had a bunch of mussels with Spanish rice. Was very good. Because that's all that
Yeah,
acid.
but oysters just they hit different.
They do.
All right, so how do you plan to move Giant Oyster?
We're underwater. It
Well-
probably actually isn't that hard.
Yeah, they're actually they're not super heavy. They're
A foot
very
isn't
light.
that huge.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. We should just be able to tug them off. And get them out. I say we crack open one and then, like, wing it through the water towards the sea beast just to keep it away from us.
I don't think that thing
Mm.
eats oyster. I think that's more like actual just regular fish for that thing, isn't it?
I wasn't taking an interest in the other fish.
So
No,
far,
it's-
hasn't taken an interest in anything, has it?
Not
Yeah,
really,
because
I
it's
admit.
fucking enormous, and we're at the bottom of the bed right now. So
I guess so.
I'm recently well comforted by browns and my breeds. I don't know about you.
I mean, I'm wearing fucking a sexy bodysuit and bright jacket, so I mean. It's not like I'm covered in garish colors here.
Yeah, you're not like
Yeah,
a big old
not the-
traffic cone.
No.
Yeah,
no.
you're not the jester,
Yeah.
Portchester style.
Oh my.
Like it's whites and blacks, browns and bronze.
So okay, then you're actually reasonably. There's just white stuff sticking out.
Yeah. I mean, if she took her like jacket top off, you'd see that she's wearing a bunch of, shiny Elysian steel, but she's put a jacket on top of it, so she's not too worried.
Yeah.
God, I love
Donny's
her
in the
art.
crabs.
Moa just absolutely knocked out the park.
Yeah, that's
So
a
good.
great fucking picture.
He's so cute.
Yup.
Yeah, but if they're just a foot across and like a couple of them, maybe we get a pearl or two. Who knows?
It's possible.
Yeah, like I said, so
What would we
maybe
roll
grab,
for like just doing some quick pearl hunting?
Well, we can't.
I am
We
a
actually
special.
have
I'm a specialist at pearl hunting.
to- No, but you can't fucking tell from the outside. It's lying.
Can't you do a half open though? So you put a knife in the front and do a twist, and then
No.
if you don't see it, you pull it out.
No, you can't actually because they're embedded in.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind then.
Pearls
Yeah,
are
take
not.
what we can.
They're not just sitting inside. They are suffused to the walls of the creature,
It's the flesh because
into the flesh.
it's
Yeah.
yeah, because it's a grain of sand that they cover with the same material that they cover the inside of their shells, just by layer to make it smooth and not grating against the stuff.
Right.
So are they able to get the stuff and come to the shore easy enough, or do they need to make checks?
Oh, look. Well, I mean, you can definitely get something, but let's roll a check to see how long it takes you, because you are still holding your breaths. You
Yeah,
cannot
I've got
breathe
magic.
underwater.
Yeah, I got magic daggers, so it's just.
That will
chucking
certainly
back
give you. I'll say that gives you advantage. So make it.
Oh yeah, you're wielding scoops. This should be easy.
Yeah.
You were made for this moment.
And my
just
Benoit's
scoop.
got force claws, so I'll chuck a athletics for me and
Yeah,
21.
athletics, or perhaps. Well, no, maybe not sleight of hand. That would be to be like reach inside.
Well, it's sleight of hand is also deftness, so it's a deftness of
That would be
hands.
more if
roll.
like you were trying to reach inside and feel around and
Yeah,
without
that is a-
without getting clamped.
yeah, okay, that's so athletics advantage.
Yeah, because you've got a magic knife, a magic.
And I'm just
weapon.
helping Roban, so I'm good.
Magic school.
Yeah, 10.
You are still only small, I guess.
It's a bit unwieldy, Donny, but the mechanical assistance the pair of you have does let you pry some oysters out. Let's see. 3. By the time you manage to get 3, you guys are really starting to feel the burn inside you about that you desperately want to breathe.
Yeah, all right. We'll quit while we're ahead, I think.
Yeah, I make just a thumb up motion towards going up.
Yep. Set Roban's ears to humming again, and then with our bounty, scoot along.
Yeah, and I double move, and dash. Zoom.
All right. With focusing all your efforts on getting to the surface, you do breach the surface of the water with a gasp. At least your lungs burn, and you just have to float there for a minute, just panting.
I'm going to have to do my makeup again.
Well,
They say water resistant, but it is certainly not waterproof.
water resistance is probably, like fresh water, not, salt
Indeed.
water.
Plus,
Oh.
the being submerged part.
I wouldn't. No, don't use that stuff. Oh, I got 3 of these big buggers. Like, let's get
Indeed.
sure.
Heck, we can probably cook some Inza shells and use them as balls.
Have the rest of us reached shore during
Oh,
all this?
oh
or-
yes, you certainly
Oh,
have
yeah.
reached the shore.
We've been waiting.
So nicely and so patiently.
Yeah, are
Why
they
would
able
you
to?
cook them?
What do you mean, why would we cook them?
Like, they're like. Well, I've heard of
Donny,
some
someone
that
needs to
do.
introduce you to garlic and butter.
I know how to freaking do garlic and butter.
Well,
Like,
then you'll know
it's a
exactly
steak
what I
hook.
mean by cooking them.
No, because, like, I'm more of a purist when it comes to that flavor. Okay?
Alright, that's fine. You can serve yours how you would prefer, but I certainly know how I will be preparing it myself. Or, more correctly, how Thasia will prepare it, because I, myself, am a terrible cook.
Yeah. For me, it's just brush them off a little bit, crack it open, and just slurp.
Fair enough.
A
We'll
little
return
bit
to
of
shore.
lemon would have gone like 20 miles, but you
There are
you
probably
use what you
lemons
got.
here.
So are they
Yeah,
able
probably the
to?
size of me, but I don't need that much lemons.
So are they able to make it to shore with no problem, or is there
Oh
a
yeah,
problem?
getting to shore is fine.
Yep. What's our companions? We return with
They
the...
are quite waterlogged, but yes.
Amazing.
Rennous looks fantastic as she tugs off the jacket and removes her armor. It's just all glistening wet bodysuit.
I'm glad to see you are unharmed.
Of
Mhm.
course, we met ourselves a lovely sea leviathan.
We saw.
So we
saw
saw,
it from
yes.
above.
I'm glad it was placid.
It's quite the ancient creature.
Indeed. More placid, less placiduous axe.
All right, well, we're burning daylight. Let's go ahead and get in, shall we?
Of course. Set up camp.
Okay. So, how much time would? Well, let's see your well, athletics, I suppose, or any skills you think would be useful to setting up a camp. See how long it takes you.
I'd say survival, probably.
Yeah, survival
Yeah,
checks.
sounds like survival.
Sure.
A group survival check.
Oh god. Hey, not bad.
I'm terrible at survival.
That's
Never mind, I'm good at
Hey!
survival.
Wait, no, I was gonna say, wait a second. Surely, though, you're a born survivor. Just, sometimes the actual number on your skill check doesn't tell the truth.
Oh,
Overall,
Indian survivor.
one, two.
Good.
Well, overall, you guys do really well, and it doesn't take actually that long to set up a rudimentary camp with a fire pit and your tents and such.
Mm. Let's go find this temple then.
Of course. Make sure to eat your fill first.
Yeah, if we're setting up camp, Don's gonna place the oyster in the water, by the submerged in the water, but stuck on
Yeah,
the
drop in a little
sand.
pool.
Yeah, so it's nice and cold and wet.
Yep. It's cool. Luckily, we can do these things that are, you would consider them very much cheating, Donny. And I believe between us, someone has a cold spell, right? A little freezy blasty cantrip.
Prestidigitation can do that.
Prestidigitation cannot freeze. It can make water cool, I guess, but not by a drastic enough margin for
freezing.
preservation.
I can chromatic orb cold.
That's a lot
No,
for
that's-
just a
Afraid-
pool of water store some
All
clams.
gas, no brakes.
Afraid not. The only
Yeah, that's best I can do is what I'm getting at.
Right, yeah. Just blast a frozen crater in the ground. Enjoy your clams.
afraid not. The only little magic tricks I know are creating a little bit of light. She'll make a little light ball at the tip of her finger, and being able to put things back together.
Of course. In my case,
Don't
I
worry.
learned Firebolt. Go figure.
Don't worry, the water's cold enough for it, and they'll survive.
Indeed.
It's just getting them fresh out is better.
Yes, you were quite cold when you came out of the water, but being out in the sun has certainly warmed you up. And also the activity of putting together the camp.
Yeah.
You are quite salty. You are quite salty feeling, though.
And if anyone is going to be used to being salty and cold, it'd be a Lauresian.
Oh my god. So, the cooking test. You are cooking the 2 of the oysters?
sure.
And
Yeah,
or preparing them?
They're cooking 2 of the oysters.
Okay.
Butter and garlic makes every meal delicious, as well as cheese.
You are certainly not used to dealing with shellfish of such magnitude, Thasia. You crack these things open, and they certainly aren't for the shells certainly aren't for show, as you are like shucking these oysters and pulling out meat that is almost steak-like in size.
Ooh. A muscle steak.
Also,
Chomp.
one of the 2 oysters that you are deciding to cook does, in fact, have a pearl in it.
Oh.
As
Fuck
you
yes.
as you pry it open, you see the telltale rounded bulge of something being something hiding in the flesh of this creature.
Oh, look at this. This is my
Yes, we
darling.
noticed it. Oh, you noticed it, the bulge.
Mm-hmm. Thasia will pull it out
My
and
bulge is
hold it
always
up to the light.
noticeable. Oh, is that?
This would make a lovely earring, would it not?
Of
Okay.
course.
The centerpiece
Give
on the
it-
necklace.
Well, it's about an eyeball-sized goddamn.
Maybe it's a necklace
Make
then.
for a rather gaudy ring.
It is pretty big. It's about the size of a large green grape.
It would make for quite a large pearl necklace.
I'm more than used to them. I would think some kind of coronet or headband, make it the central jewel.
Not a
It would
bad
probably
idea.
be worth quite a lot.
Thasia will put it on her neck or on her forehead, kind of feel out where it seems nicest. What a lovely find.
Well, we're off to at least a profitable start.
Indeed.
So far.
I'm gonna get this bad boy open and get scooping.
It whips out the scoops. What is shocking but just aggressive scooping? Everything is give a man a scoop and everything is a bowl of ice cream.
Or mashed potato.
Scoops for mashed potato?
Apparently, that's still a thing.
Fair enough.
Where? Your country?
Mostly in
For
traditional kitchen.
cafeterias often use ice cream scoops for mashed potatoes.
Oh yeah,
What?
the like mass production
Yeah.
mashed potatoes.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Really?
For portion control.
Also like KFC's, fast food restaurants.
Oh, okay. Weirdos.
So. Into
Oh,
the forest.
Yeah.
Is
Let us
there-
get
Yeah,
Forrester
there's-
in.
There's no pearl in this one, right?
No. Only one of them had a pearl. Pearls
Fair
are
enough, and for sure.
quite rare.
Oh, can we have a party loot document?
Oh, sure.
I'll pop it together. Just
Let
handy
me check.
blankie.
Oh, 500 silver pearl. Like, oh, we're off to a great start.
I mean, it's a pretty sizable pearl. It could be. I mean, you haven't appraised it, so but it could be like that. All players can be edited by all
The
players.
important thing is that it
Thank
could definitely be used as the material component for Identify.
Yes.
Yes, it definitely
Indeed.
could.
Can you use the identify pearl to identify it? I know.
It's not magic.
Not magic, right? Sorry, I was thinking for some reason identify also told you value for some reason.
No,
Alas.
that's Wikipedia.
I think
You
there's
need a
actually a
fucking-
Gym Dark Magic spell that does that, to be fair.
Yes. Litecoin.
Lol. Alright. Hey, let's pocket that bad boy. Hop on the old haunts and we can head inland.
Do we? I mean, I assume we're probably gonna need to make checks to actually find the temple since we know general location, but not
You know,
exactly,
Kina
right?
should
it's general
Kina
area.
should sandbag us with some random encounters.
That too. That could happen.
It is something that could happen.
So, what would you like from us, Kina, to get and find this temple?
You want travel checks?
Some survival checks would probably be good. Survival or I would say survival or athletics.
Okay, I'll do an athletics.
Or athletics, you say?
Yeah, athletics to just power through the underbrush of the jungle, or survival to find easier paths.
Would
Off to a good start.
jumping nimbly around be like an acrobatics thing? Like trying to like
Sure, yeah.
dodge
If you
through
want
the
to
crap?
monkey your way through the trees, yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Like scouting, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Athletics. A.
Athletics, survival, or acrobatics so far?
Garbage all those. Never mind.
What do you mean? You're pretty good at it.
Your robot chicken helps. Or robot bunny, I mean.
Let's see, who do we need? Winter and Donny.
Yes.
Oh, you did that remarkably well, all things considered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No way to
It's-
fail now.
Yeah, despite the size of the flora around you, it is actually the size of the floor actually makes it somewhat easier to navigate the jungle, as you can slip under the foliage more often than not. Instead of having to climb over or cut your way through, it is easier to simply just go under it.
Fair enough.
Though this means, Thasia, your maid dress is not gonna do very well in the jungle, as one might expect.
Like you're not.
It's gonna get a bit
Bit dirty.
and you're gonna have to mend it somewhat frequently.
That is fine.
A lot of mending and prestidigitation.
I am quite used to taking care of soiled clothing.
Of course.
That's good.
Alright, and I should actually have a party token, I suppose.
Yay.
Oh god, what do I even use for
Maybe
a
just a
party?
little
If you
bit.
just
What do I
search
even use
party
for a
in
party
the
token?
folder you should have just downloaded, there's several.
Did I even download
I
that?
don't know, did
If you downloaded other tokens, then
might
yeah.
not have. I was kind of busy. I do have other token folders of yours,
Well,
though.
search party and you should probably have at least one.
There's two. There's one.
Okay, back what I missed.
Make
Nothing.
the OG.
This is the only one. This is the only one in
Perfect.
there.
The classic party token.
This is where you are, the
I'll
party.
take it.
The nostalgia.
So we told much about this temple?
Not really.
No one asked, really.
No.
Fair enough.
They am I just making things up, or did they say they only like went in a relatively cursory amount?
Well, they went in. Yeah, they went in. They looked around. They didn't find too much except for the treasure that they found. No one really pressed them for any information. So
That just makes it more fun.
it's a mystery.
A mystery, an adventure, an errantry. These are the things I
Speaking
travel
of
for.
mystery,
and keeping you out of trouble.
speaking of mystery, as you're going, you come across a stone in this area in your travels. What looks like a not quite a monolith, but it's an obsidian pillar that sticks out of the ground between a couple of trees. And there appears to be some manner of writing on it.
Is it anything we can read?
Oh, goodness.
What languages do you have?
Here, let me show you.
Not you. You don't. You can't read it.
Okay.
I speak, read, write, deep speech.
Just click your language proficiency. That way it's
Well,
easier
that
for Kina
doesn't
to...
really. Deep speech doesn't really help. So Kaia, Rennous, and Thasia, you three can recognize this for different reasons. Rennous and Thasia, you can recognize this as some draconic traits to this pillar's writing, but Kaia is the one that really can really look at this, and this is definitely magical writing.
Ah,
And indeed, as you are inspecting it, you can see a subtle glimmer to the characters themselves.
do you want me to throw an Arcana test at this? Or...
If you want.
Yeah, I'll do the same. You're more on the ball than me.
Rennous, you can tell that there is certainly a spell working here. Thasia and Kaia, you also recognize that this writing is less actual, just like this pillar has a message on it, as in is inscribed with a spell working, one that is in fact still active. As you are examining it, you can determine that it is of a divination. And as you further examine it, you can tell, you're pretty sure that this is some manner of surveillance ward. It's a
Yeah, stopping this place from being scryed, or is it for enabling scrying?
you see similarities to the classical alarm spell within this obelisk.
More to tell if people are around it.
Does it look like it's triggered yet?
Interesting.
With a 23, yes, Kaia can tell that this spell is definitely awake.
So we have tripped the alarm, basically.
Yes, it is buzzing with energy, more so than it was earlier.
Thasia will switch to Draconic and just say aloud, if anyone is peeping on us, hello, we come in peace. She'll just kind of wave at the air.
There is no response.
I would have been amazed if this is fucking intercom.
If you're expecting someone around here, let's hightail it.
No, I do not think there is someone here, but we are perhaps being watched. This is a...
Even more reason to hightail it then.
Perhaps. But this is not left by a monster. This is the workings of draconic magic.
Hmm.
All I'm hearing is that someone is watching that and that we may have already tripped it. Let's
There
move.
is no may. We have.
We have tripped it. We don't know if there's an observer on the other side.
Is there anything I would be able to notice from a vantage point up in the trees? Of like any evidence of people around?
You can see evidence that perhaps perhaps something had come through here. There is signs of
Would
that
it be like
foliage has been cut or has been damaged or pushed through.
Hmm.
But
That's probably from the past people that went through here.
it does look like it is not recent.
Hmm.
Interesting. Well, how about we figure out the door or entrance, sorry.
Yeah, let's go find. Because this is not like at the temple or anything like that, right, Kina?
No, this is just out in the jungle. It was about 5 kilometers in or so from the shore.
What was that in freedom units? No, I know.
Far enough.
I don't know, like a couple miles.
Yeah. Alright, yeah, let's press in.
Mm-hmm.
There's probably gonna be guests of the temple if that alarms anything to go by.
Indeed. Either that or this
Dwarf.
entire island is someone's grand show.
Common dwarf meowed.
Day one of being on the island.
Welcome to Survivor. With our two tribes here, one will survive, one will not.
One will barely survive, the others will thrive.
Yeah, the ones that don't get their ankles and back of the knees scooped out won't survive.
Yeah, I want to be on Donny's party.
He definitely plays dirty at all of the trials.
Almost definitely.
Yeah.
Well, I will say this. I'm the only green fucker that can go buck naked and vanish like a predator into the jungle.
I imagine it more now
definitely
as
true.
the Homer Simpson backing away meme. Just Donny
Yeah.
disappearing into a bush.
As
He's
you
in
are
the
making your
trees.
way, as you're making your way further on in your course towards these ruins, Kaia, you feel a familiar feeling welling up inside of you.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
It's time to take a shit again.
The several days journey it took to get here has put you over the edge of your condition.
hmm.
Do you need a minute? You look a little bit shaken.
Yeah, I'm gonna need some time here.
Is it Z time?
Yes.
Oh, well then.
Unfortunately, one of these things I am not trained to do is midwifery.
Well,
You won't have to midwife, don't worry.
not
Don't have to
gonna be.
midwife.
Nope, they're not coming out. They're going.
What?
They're
What does that mean?
part of the curse.
Oh. Where do
I don't
they
get to keep
go?
them.
Where do they
Oh,
go?
No idea.
okay.
Surely they have to come out though.
They're not. No,
Well,
Oh.
don't.
This is horrible.
that is strange.
Yep. Sure is.
My condolences.
All the pregnancy, none of the babies.
How
Oh,
awful.
that is a rarest deal.
Mhm.
You go to Krieg, every one of them gets a gas mask and a gun.
It's the canon truth of the matter, I'm afraid.
Yeah. Yeah, Piggy came here and made an anchor and be like, you know what? These bunnies are fucking great. I'm just gonna chill just a little bit. There we go.
That's why we have to
Alright.
deal with the Tyranids now, so they're kind of squeaking through the hole we made.
Funny Creed.
Goddamn Emperor, I'll go kill myself. Is the reason that my sister has to do all this shit.
You're just gonna have to, you just pull Grandpa out of the life support to charge your phone, take a selfie.
So how long does Kaia's condition last? Like the delivery thing.
Delivery, not long.
Okay, should we make drinks, or is there anything that you would like
Yeah,
on
it's
these?
probably short rest length here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I could do medicine check to see if you're
That's
doing okay.
probably even more concerning that you get this done in like an hour.
I mean, she's had a lot of practice. She's been doing this for years now.
Yeah, that baby cannon is honed.
Oh.
The rifling on this barrel is immaculate.
Oh.
Fuck that, they just loaded like a goddamn shotgun with a drum. Dunk, 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 dunk.
Didn't like that. Don't like that either.
Everything
Anyway.
about this
Yeah,
is awful.
Honestly, she hasn't had to worry about that actually since they just go away.
The pussy has not been just completely ruined. That's good.
Right.
One small upside.
Otherwise, you'd be like so much ground beef.
Oh.
No, it'd just be a sharp whistle every time you moved.
Damn.
It's just getting worse.
No,
Damn.
You queef in fucking drop D. The quotes with umlauts.
No,
So
you guys are still getting it wrong. You know how you blow on those empty glass bottles? That's the sound you make when you walk.
Just gets worse.
Terrible.
you know,
Major,
it's
I'm
like
trying
that
to
whole
sneak
joke
around.
about like how
My
far you
bolts
can
are
sit.
too dummy thick.
It's about like that whole joking like slide down on a bar stool. She'd be the punchline for it.
Yep. I'm just still quietly pleased with the idea of a fucking album cover for a death metal band called Quoth. Look like something by Eamon Amos.
So anyway, is there any complications with that happen with that, or
Not usually.
I mean, I'm asking Kina.
Well, it's fairly standard for
A late marriage
Kia.
situation.
Yeah. It's certainly quite disconcerting for everyone who's not Kaia.
You mean everyone that's close enough to hear or see that, but it isn't, like, la la
I'm
la
done.
la, I'm a guy, I don't know what the fuck it's here.
I'm watching. I'm too
I'm
fucking
not
curious.
watching that
This is
shit.
wild.
I am not watching that. I'm already disturbed enough by the curse as it is.
Yeah, so her water has broken, you can see that, but she's not. It doesn't really go any further than that.
You're just
they
like fucking
teleport
getting
away.
out like a cup of tea and some juice.
very-
like it's fine.
Her water breaks. She takes a seat on the ground. You can hear her having to breathe a lot as she has to deal with the contractions over the next hour. And then you all have to watch as her extremely gravid stomach just kind of goes away.
Deflate.
That is
Just
so
retract,
strange.
just
It
compress
is.
back
It is
in on
my
itself.
hell.
I have my condolences.
I pray that perhaps on this island we can find the looker to have someone of great
Well,
ability
yes.
look into your condition.
Not
Yeah.
kidding.
Perhaps the Lady Magister in Ivara.
Maybe. why I've been studying magic myself.
Has that brought you any insight?
Not yet.
Well,
Slow going.
time will tell.
Time will tell.
And after after that after that incident, the party can continue on their way. And it takes another couple of hours to trek through the jungle, but you do come across the temple. Or rather, what's left of it.
Oh,
I should probably I should probably find your tokens and drag
I
them
mean, we
over
can drag
here.
ourselves over here,
Yeah, perhaps.
theoretically.
Oh, I guess you
Can we
can.
actually?
Yeah.
Can you do that?
Which way are we
Nice.
coming from? This way?
Yeah, around there, yeah.
Oh yeah, so we can.
Oh,
I mean, the tokens
well,
don't have
yeah,
anything for
they're-
like.
The tokens
yeah,
are
they're
are
blank.
blank. Let me go and get them.
Our default should be
There's-
set to the real tokens.
You'd think that.
You're putting too much faith in Roll20.
Oh, that's didn't work. Not entirely. I didn't.
No,
I
it's fine.
didn't.
We just have to drag ourselves. We're good.
Yeah, but I don't think all of you I don't think all of you came over.
I am.
I think we did.
We probably did just
No.
off to the
We're
side, although there's
missing-
an
yeah.
old Lydia token and
I think we're okay. Maybe we're just missing like Magdalene, but I think otherwise, I
Yeah,
think everyone's here.
She got eaten by the edge of the map.
She did.
Yay.
She's like 5 feet this way.
Wait, Guardy, control A and then try and move yourself. Like with the arrow keys. Ah, it
Here I
worked!
am.
Oh, hey, look there. You were on the other. You were actually off the map.
Also, if you could move
Ah.
Hans to the back. There we go. Well, I get to be a healer on a horse. I'm finally a Fire Emblem Valkyrie, everybody.
Nerd.
You push through the jungle, and as you are going, you actually start seeing evidence of a road, perhaps a very old road along the jungle. The trees and foliage just seem to give the ground here a bit more distance. And as you're going, you can see stones that are too flat to be natural, sticking up around the ground, although much of it is overgrown by small vegetation. And it has just been worn by time and rain and moss and lichens. Excuse me. It definitely does look like there was at one time a path here.
Does
And
Lydia have a real token, by the way? I noticed that
Huh?
she's got the black and white square instead of the coloured.
oh,
token.
that's strange. Oh, you should have a more proper.
I thought I did.
You
Yeah,
do.
I'm sure I've seen it before.
Yeah,
Oh, there it
yeah,
is.
there
you
it
do,
is.
'cause
Yeah.
It just. I could have sworn I had made your token. Hang on a second. I'll have to pre-program your token. Wait a
Yeah.
second. Let me check the other map. Were you on the other?
I wasn't here for combat, but I was here
Oh,
for.
is your token okay? Yeah, no, your token is proper over here. I just didn't finish that. I just didn't correct that on the landing page.
Oh, okay.
On there you go.
Ta-da! Thank you.
Are you able
Uh,
to shrink down Robun's name so it's not just like a huge wall?
Robun, Steel Defender.
Robun! Capital N there.
You can follow this ancient pathway through the jungle, and doing so leads you to a clearing in the space, in the foliage. There was clearly once a structure, a more grand structure here, but it has been overtaken by time and the elements, and looks to mostly be in ruins. Although some of it looks a bit more.
Ha! I fixed it. I was able to set my own default tokens. Dab, dab, dab.
Excellent.
How'd you do it?
By hitting edit on the character sheet, selecting the token that's right there, and saying user's default token.
Oh.
Let's carry on. Sorry. I was just like, oh, felt quietly clever with myself.
Congratulations.
Mine says default token. It didn't do that.
Worked for me.
Anyway. So, they said they got riches from this temple.
What are these? Crystals?
Yes, those are the most defining feature of this area. These, as you are looking around, you can't help but notice that these formations that almost look like glass are either floating in the air or are rising up from the ground. They are a million facets of crystalline reflections just here.
If it's floating, I'm going to take my magic staff and just kind of poke it and see if I can move it a little bit.
You cannot move it.
Ink.
And in fact, your staff, when you touch it, it seems to like warp and buzz. And it feels, as you're pushing against it, you find that these things are not in fact solid. Your staff will just push through this through this anomaly.
That is so strange.
Yeah, there's a hole over here. It goes beneath it.
And there's a hole over
Weird.
where?
These,
Oh, so there is.
Over here.
these,
Just
these
hop on down this
crystals-
way.
have such weird energy to them.
Yes, the Lydia, the energy is very foreign. It is strange that you've never encountered it, and the longer you peer into this as you study it, the more anxious you get.
I feel like I should meditate on this.
I'm going to pick up a rock, cast light on it, and chuck it into the darkness of this hole.
Okay. You throw it down into the hole there, and you can see that there is a chamber of some sort underneath this platform.
What is this structure in the middle here?
The structure in the middle, it appears that there is as you have to lean down and brush your hand against the ground to move the dust and rub some of the lichen away, but you do uncover what looks like a metal ring that surrounds the middle portion of this dais, I suppose. And in the middle of it is probably one of the more intact things, and it looks like a stone archway.
There's an arch here.
Yes, right here. Different from the archway that is over here, definitely. And looking around the ruins, it appears that there was a matching one over here from this. There were two of these archways that flank, and as you're looking, they weren't just archways. There's many dozens of shattered pieces over here. But this one is far more intact, although it is damaged still from time and the weather. But you can see color on it. There are various colors of small ceramic materials and glasses are arranged on this above this archway.
Would there be any way to, like... I guess I don't
Nice.
have...
This is
I
a
guess
Necron tomb.
I guess I don't have the right... Oh, wait. I have, you said, like, glass work and stuff?
Yes, you can definitely see evidence of glasswork, of
Could
perhaps even its color. With judging of the color, it looks like it probably was actually stained glass.
could I, by any chance, make, like, an int jeweler's tools check to determine what it may have looked like before
Sure,
it fell to ruin?
sure. You can make a check. Well, is quite wet. It's quite weathered, but you can definitely tell as you are looking at this thing that it was at one point some kind of grand mural.
Hmm.
Though it is difficult to determine what the mural is through through all of the dirt and
Yeah, definitely. These glass archways formed part of some sort of mural. I wonder what it originally showed.
Interesting.
Don't know.
Yeah.
I
I'm
take
about
it
to head
the
down.
influence itself is draconic, yes?
Perhaps they were like stained glass in the temple.
Perhaps.
Maybe. Maybe we'll find out more down here. I'm gonna slide on in. Anyone coming with?
Of course. We've come all this way. We can hardly leave such a potential trove
There's
behind.
more up here to
I'm game.
investigate, but if we must press on, we must press on.
I would hope we do not have to flee this place. I would like to investigate
Indeed.
the central arch a little more.
There's a lot to it, but I do not have or how best to put it. I would like to set up some kind of lab to check over these arches properly in the future, but I take it we do not have that kind of time.
Yeah, we might.
Oh, well, I can only hope then.
Well, not on this expedition, though, right?
Oh. Sure look disappointed.
I mean, we could. Didn't exactly
we-
say how long we're
well-
gonna stay here.
Well, there's also, when it comes to that kind of thing, it's also how much food and fresh water you have to be able to
Have
maintain.
you seen this island? I am not worried
Yes,
about that.
and it's yeah, but there's also pretty big things in the water that eat the same pretty fish, and they're probably gonna be pissed at us if we eat too much of it.
I am not especially concerned, especially since I can find just about anything and cast Purify Food and Drink, which, of course, I made sure I had prepared before we began an outdoors journey to another continent.
Just nice.
Indeed. I'm not worried about any period of time that could be spent here. I just would not want to be left behind.
Don't worry about that. I think I'm going to be coming back to this island many more times in the future.
You say that.
I admire the confidence.
So you are going down into the hole.
That is what I'm doing.
Okay.
I-
You slide down the hole, and you find your stone, your glowing rock.
I recasted light onto my sword, so I actually have a light source on me.
Okay. You hold up your sword and look around the room. The light of your sword does illuminate much of the chamber to you. It is a square chamber. There doesn't seem to be any other light sources in here. It is made of stone. It is made of stone that is a lot, of course, a lot more intact than what is above, as it has been concealed underneath, or except for what is around the hole anyway. That is a bit more weathered, but further in, it is certainly far more intact.
All right.
The chamber that you are in right now, you do not find anything of value. As you are going, you find a door that leads to a hallway, which therein leads to other small chambers. It is not a extensive network of tunnels and rooms, but this uh, definitely. But this you do seem to find remnants of uh, wood and metal down here. In the you see what looks like what used to be could have been barrels or boxes.
Are they from the captain and his crew, or are they someone else's?
They are quite old.
Probably.
Well, let's continue on down here, see if there's not anything to find, shall we?
Of course. Yeah, let me look ahead just in case things like traps. Donny?
Yeah, sure. I'm here as well. Okay, I've got 7 trap binding tools and shit.
Yeah. Similarly, 7 and big thieves' tools as well. Like I'm Artificer's gonna artifice.
Yeah,
Ye-
good. I will measure out that my carrying capacity I have with me. The burglar's pack.
Yeah, very nice. My pack is mostly full of completely random shit instead.
No, there was not a character. It was just 1,000 mulberries, 10 feet of string, a bell, 10 candles, a crowbar, a hammer, 10 pythons, a wooded lantern, 2 flasks of oil, 5 ratchets, a tinderbox, and a water skin, as well as a 50 foot. And put and rope.
Ooh, ballberry.
Yeah, and given that this is a nice stone floor, this would actually be kind of useful.
Alright, so first of all, Gardy, have you brought 500 ball bearings for this encounter?
I have
Oh my
2,000
God.
ball bearings.
You have 2,000?
Why
Excellent.
do you have 2,000 ball bearings?
I have
Because
a
you never
They
know
only
when you
come in
want to
thousands.
They
do.
only
come in
packs of 1,000, and
Yeah.
you never know.
Okay.
You just gotta fucking you just
Remember
open
we
a
did
bag and
the-
slap it against a wall and it just fucking floods a corridor.
We did the math at the beginning. I could have carried a maximum of 50,000 ball bearings. I did not do that.
With your investigation, your group can move through these tunnels and chambers, and you do find evidence of prior movement down here. You you find evidence of spots where you definitely know that there was a trap here. Holes in the walls where perhaps darts could have been shot out of. You find a groove in the ceiling in one area where that is only on the top half of this hallway, and you find a pressure plate maybe a step or two before it. And your thievery and investigative skills lets you theorize that there could have been some kind of enormous swinging blade that would have come down upon someone who was unlucky enough to step on the square just in front of it. You find at the end of one of the hallways a door. It's a sturdy metal door, although the front of it the front of the door and some of the wall around it looks blackened by some manner of impact. The door is open.
Huh, well then we've been beaten to it, but we already knew that we were beaten to it.
Yeah, this is where the captain did say he got his riches from.
Are there any fresher tracks, or is it just the old school ones and then the older barrels?
You can find you can find evidence that perhaps some small animals have been down here, like snakes or rodents. But with a 26 investigation,
Would it be rodents or marsupials?
rodents,
Rodents of unusual size.
possibly, quite probably.
Rodents of cromulent size.
So is there any treasure left behind the metal door? Because the captain said it's like all they could carry, and I don't think they said they got everything.
They could have been implying like everything deeper down.
Let's see. Unfortunately, this ruin is fairly. This one was definitely the one that the pirates have had their way with. They do appear to have picked it mostly clean, although you do find here and there. You do find a coin in here and there. Let's see. Searching the whole ruin, all the rooms and hallways, you do find perhaps 26 coins in all.
Oh boy.
I mean, hey, that's
What type of
more than
coins?
nothing.
26 dragon coins?
Yes.
I will add them to the list. Oh, you did it. Okay, cool. Cancel before it's too late.
They are a series. They are of various denominations. The copper, silver, and gold. None of them are platinum. Made of platinum, though. Well, they are certainly dragon coins with their telltale gemstone embedded within the metal.
All right. And it's all down here. I suppose we'll just go back up and let you look over your arches, and then continue on down that road if we can.
Indeed.
Was there like one direction in the corridor, or did it go another one as well?
I mean, there are several corridors, but you are searching this whole ruin, and there is unfortunately not much. The captain and his crew are fairly thorough, as it seems.
Mm.
They knew what they had at their fingertips.
But if there's a temple here and a road there, more than likely there's another civilization deeper in.
Shall we travel further in? Check the walls, etc.
That's what I'm suggesting.
All right. Robon can lead the way.
Are we sure the arch is not magic in any way?
The
I
arches?
don't know.
The one in the center
1
of the
second.
circle.
Oh, yes, almost certainly it is
Then
magical.
Can we do anything with it?
Perhaps, but we should probably just check the inside of this place first. It is at the moment dormant, and it certainly does not appear to summon money.
I suppose.
I mean, if it does, adventure over.
That would be a little disappointing for Ernst's sake.
I wouldn't say adventure over. I'd say it's just
Yes, I
beginning.
still have not found my
That
lord
is
after
true.
all.
I'd have to go looking for other. Anyway, as we go in deeper, I'm gonna just get out detect magic, a useful spell, and I'll have a
While
code of it
you're-
going.
Detect
well,
magic, a useful spell.
Uh-oh.
You are
Huh?
detecting magic while you are down in the
Yep. Also, you've
in the
managed to move
basement.
the whole map.
Yep.
I did move it. Fucking
Damn adventurers.
Whoop. Gotta push it down.
There-
There we are.
there we go. That's better.
Anyone else feel the earth move?
All the time, man.
Get away from the-
Lena will detect magic as well. Just to have like 2 eyes on things.
Wait, I thought we were going like deeper into the jungles. What was happening? Because we already
I thought we
picked
were
the
going
place
deeper
clean.
into this structure. I thought there was more to it.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
it's
well,
not. It is. It's not like it looks. Like, it appears to be a series of storage rooms and tunnels leading to said storage room.
okay, and there's a bit clean. Then I guess yeah, we should look at this portal or arch or whatever it is again. Try and figure that shit out.
Yeah. Does it radiate magic at all?
Oh, this area,
Yeah, the
yes,
central
a
area.
lot. Like
Boy.
it's almost blinding.
What school is it?
There is
If it matches with one.
there's this ring and the door, this arch radiate a fairly considerable amount of conjuration magic.
Certainly a
anybody
portal
tried walking-
teleporter.
Yeah. Perhaps a doorway to other storerooms.
I wonder if this is a way to get around different parts of the island. You know, there might be more of these structures there.
See if we can turn it on.
I can certainly give it a go.
I'll assist.
Very well. 18.
As you are examining this archway and the ring, you clean it up and you see what you definitely recognize as this ring being a manner of teleportation circle, with its runes inscribed all over all across the surface of the ring in a big circle. You, as you pass your magical senses over the archway, you do find that there are hundreds of very small, very similar symbols to a teleportation circle like this, but they are inscribed all over the surface of the archway and the steps leading up to the arch itself.
Interesting.
Fascinating.
Does the ring, like the plinth, does that rotate at all?
The ring itself?
Yeah.
It's give me a athletics check.
I can do
You mean
that.
someone muscular would give an athletics
Yeah.
test?
Sure.
Let me
You can give this a push.
bumple up the old armor of strengthening.
Do we have anybody that's like a or strong
Yes.
arm?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
multiple.
Multiple people here.
and
Quite literally, I
Magdalena
do have a strong
are
arm.
jacked. Yeah, Sarah has a fucking magical power arm, and Magdalena is like part
Can I get-
giant.
Oh, perfect.
Assistance from Sumire.
What's your plus? And I have +7.
I have plus 11
Okay.
with the armor of magical strength.
How many activations do you get of that armor?
6 per day.
That's pretty grody.
It is just a flat 6. I have used 2 of them now.
Well, with a athletics like that, yeah, you get down on your hands and knees and you push on this metal ring, and it takes a minute, but you do feel and you do hear something start to grind, and after you push, you do. There's a tense moment where nothing happens, and then all of a sudden you just lurch forward and the ring just gives and it like spins a good couple feet.
Well done.
It looks like we can, if we find out how to work the magical portion, we should be able to work the dial.
It might be some kind of address. I'll take a note of all of the runes on the outer ring here. Maybe if we find others further into the island, we'll be able to learn more. But right now, staring at the magical circle and guessing is usually not going to turn up anything.
That's typically how you go to places you don't want to end up.
Is that too?
Indeed.
But yes, I imagine she'll indicate a few runes that we'll find likewise ones elsewhere. It's too small of a string to be a how would you put it, like an actual code for a complex teleportation circle, but if they are just a bunch linked up together, then it would work.
So we need to find more places like this, you mean?
Potentially.
Now let's head out and go find more places like it then.
Let us write down these rooms just in case, but yes.
Oh,
That
done.
is what she did, yeah.
So, onward. Clippity cloppity.
Robon will fall in.
Okay, so you're moving on from this ruin.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
How late in the day is it?
Uh, let's see. It was about. Let's see here. Bring it back to the. Bring back to the island map. Let's see. It was 10 kilometers from the shore. You set up camp. You had a moment in the jungle. It's probably mid-afternoon.
Okay.
So no time to continue out and then back in still.
Now that you know the way, it probably would take less time to get back to the camp at the shore.
Sure. Are we able to put a marker on the map here for where this is?
Sure. One moment. I will just pull that to the map layer.
Yes, that's hard to see, but for me it looks like a whole bunch of weird looking, like Pokemon, gray-ass Pokemon looking shit.
No, it's just like a
bundled together
ruin.
like
It is a clip art ruin token.
Okay, but like I said, it looked like some sort of multi-headed or a group of Pokemons that are white.
I can kind of see it.
Excuse me for just one moment while I hit the button a few times.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Tuna can, where you going?
That's interesting.
It could also be what's it called? Oh, all right, it is the sea thingy that is swimming around.
Is
But
there a
also could
red?
be the fucking Amazons that are going fuck all if they don't know the way.
There are many things it could be.
Yeah,
Okay. So, you guys are leaving this ruin, and you're going to try and follow this pathway?
that is correct. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Random encounter.
We'll
Not
see.
so random encounter.
We'll see. You could give me some survival and or athletics checks again to continue your way into the.
Thought that was me
Ooh.
for a second.
Oh boy.
Thasia continues to be just amazing at going through the woods.
You're very
What the fuck? With my one survival, I've not fluffed it once.
for a maid. You are almost bizarrely adept at navigating a jungle.
Are you able to use your special replacement dice, Winter, to take that one away?
Yeah, sure can. You can have it as a 15. Make that a 20.
Yeah, not
Yeah,
having
Yeah,
a
15
crit
makes
fail is
that into
probably for the best.
15 makes that into 22.
me-
Then
Yep, that's what I said. And then let's see, athletic. Did I mention Kaia is strength 14?
That explains
Nice.
your terrible armor
Useful
class.
for
yes.
carrying around the.
yeah,
Gotta be just to fucking lug that Tumby around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exact.
Makes it useful for that.
That's tummy tax right there.
So you start down the pathway again. Now that you know that it's there, it's a little easier to follow. You only stumbled across it last time. You follow the path that leads through the trees. It's it is a winding road that heads at first to the southwest east.
West, southwest.
to
my
the
favorite.
southeast. But then eventually you do find that it curves off, and with a bit of looking around, you find that it actually splits off into 3 different pathways.
Okay. Is there any signage?
There is any sign that may have been here is long gone. Although you do find another one of those obelisks.
You're getting closer, I think.
Big fan of obelisks.
And upon inspection, it is identical to the one that you found in the jungle near the shore. Oh, close to the shore. The same design, the same writing, and the same quiet energy running through it. The various paths that split off from this one that you are on, they are just as ill kept as or aged as the one that you are currently trying to follow, but you can determine that one goes north, one goes northwest, east, and one goes east.
Tough choices. Does anyone else know what direction we should head in?
Any of them seem good enough to me. Any of them look like they've been traveled more, or look more better routing, or anything like that?
Hard to say. Does any one route look like it's more traveled, or be it by person or animal?
By person or animal. From here, not really.
Okay. Just pick a direction at random then. Fuck it.
Yeah. Let's see here. You said there's 3 paths?
There is north, there is northeast, and then there is east.
Northeast it is.
Yeah.
Wait, you said northeast, east, and
East.
North, northeast, and east.
go north.
Maybe we should go this way, up in the mountains. We could
I guess for this one,
get a better vantage point from up on high. See what's around.
That is the path
Yeah,
Dude,
I rolled to go.
That is the direction we're going, because we're just like, fuck it, let's just pick one at random, and it was rolled, so we're gonna go northeast. Let's go that
Yeah.
way.
The universe provides.
Okay.
the universe is is a cold, heartless asshole. It doesn't provide
Great.
shit other than that.
You
Provides
choose
me with plenty, unfortunately.
you choose to try and follow the northeastern pathway through the jungle.
Yeah.
All right. You continue on your way. The pathway in this direction actually does become a bit easier to follow as the jungle begins to thin into the foothills around the mountain. And as you're going, you do seem to find what almost look like plinths that still have some residual blackening from what probably were fires that were lit along the path.
Well, like torch fires on the plinths themselves or around them?
Yes. These yes, these were like guide stones with that at one point had fires burning on them to light the way around on this path. They are intact. This path seems to be much more intact than the others were. There's more visible road to this way you're going as it leads up to the mountain.
It is nice that there is a path laid out for us, at least. I half expected to be hacking and cutting our way through this immense foliage.
Yeah, but the problem is also when the foliage is when there's a lot of things in your way, it's gonna be hard to move through. That goes for, you know, things that eat green and things that eat those that eat green.
Right.
So once it starts opening up, it makes it easier for, well, hunting things.
I suppose.
So now it's a less like jovial walk in the luscious green jungle.
I
But,
don't think you could keep me from joviality. Not entirely, at least.
Well, I was gonna say, you say that until some big old murder cat's eating your ass, but
I have gotten my licks, so to speak.
yeah. When you're small like me, dense foliage is that's your best friend there.
Mm. Okay, I suppose then while Donny's going on about things on the path that might eat us, I'll take a quick look around and see if we're being watched. No, I'm not paying that much attention though. I apparently do not take stock in this goblin's warnings.
Too busy talking about knights and shit.
Yeah.
Apparently neither is Donny.
Yeah, Donny is also distracted by this conversation about knights and shit, you know?
Yeah, it's just, such a lust for revenge. Who?
Wow.
Amazing.
Don't worry, I got
Oh,
you.
thank
Do
you.
not see anything.
Sumire, you are the seemingly the only one who is actually looking around. Or rather, you're the only one who's looking down. Everyone is content with the more intact pathway leading the way. So you're the one that looks down at the stones and the dirt and the mud of the jungle floor, and you see a footprint in it. It is a tremendous three-toed footprint. And you don't see one of them. You see several that just intersects this path that you're on.
Spicy. Velociraptor!
And it is quite large. It is probably the whole, like, lengthwise, it is probably about 1.5 feet long.
Oh, that's not the velociraptor.
Be on your guard.
Dire velociraptor.
I'm always on my guard.
the Velociraptor would be like 4 inches then.
So I noticed it, Kina. Does it look like it has like deeper indentation, like where claws might be into it?
Yes, you can definitely make those out from the depth of this print. It is definitely a clawed feet that went through this way.
Fun.
All right then.
And as you are paying attention to this, you look up to the sides, and now that you're aware, you can definitely see that something very big pushed its way through the trees and the foliage. You can catch sight of places on the trees where bark has been scraped off of the great trunks. Something rubbed off on it,
Hmm.
and other bushes have been either shoved aside or trampled down to the ground under some great feet falls.
Okay.
Fun. So we have company or some kind of beast to stalk.
More than likely.
All right.
Because it's going along like the same path as us, right? Is that
No, it intersects your path. Like it is cutting across this old, worn road.
okay.
Some manner of beast, then.
It could be.
crossed the path.
It could have just already moved on. Depends on how fresh this is. But I'm not one for tracking animals, so I couldn't really tell you.
Let's give her a little look-see.
Uh, 15 survival. These tracks. These tracks do look fairly 23.
25.
These 25. Whatever this thing was, you estimate that it probably made them maybe 10 minutes
Oh,
ago.
they are close.
Oh,
Okay,
good.
right in the
So
area.
a recent passerby.
Let's go take care of it so we don't have to worry about it on the way back then.
Sure. We shall hunt the beasts.
Sure.
Oh wait, let me. One moment.
And if it's edible, then we have a big food supply for the
Just-
camp.
Would
Yeah.
I?
Oh, we could have gone clamming. Or
No,
some
not
other
that nature.
varieties of clamming.
We could literally just pull out one of those massive fishes. We don't need to hunt a giant.
I mean,
Whatever
I'm
hell that-
certainly down for hunting giant beasts. Come now, we are on the magical
Indeed.
island of mischief and mystery.
And it's also to make sure it doesn't just decide, oh, there's new things in the area, let's sneak up on them and try and
Indeed.
kill them.
Also fair.
Yes, but here's the thing, though. What sort of climate are we in here? You ever thought about that?
Oh, I don't know, Donny. Weren't you also
Tropical?
worried about predators along the path? This is very well be
This is
one.
almost certainly predators on the path.
Yes, but the wolves. Yes. So let me just run this scenario better. We roll in on this fool, okay? We check him
Yes.
out, we deck him out, we slaughter his ass.
Yes.
What the hell do you think we'll leave?
We'll leave some
Hey,
carcass
buddy.
behind, but that will be food for Kai and feeders. It will be better that than having
Yeah.
creatures try to pilfer our camp in the middle of the night.
It could also
That's
be
true.
considered a warning to leave it behind.
That is also true.
So, let us go.
This kind of
Yes.
place, you know, Fine.
Master
but I
always
will
said
say
when
that
you're in a new hostile environment, take out the biggest thing you find, and everything else will be quick.
That
We'll
is
have a
true.
second think.
Louise and Joe
You really
rules. I
think-
agree.
you really think that this little lizard is the biggest one on Dragon Island.
No. I think this
I mean,
little wizard is
we don't
the
know
biggest
it's a
thing.
Dragon Island.
Thasia will put a hand on Kai's tummy.
The tummy is quite flat at
So,
the moment.
let us go.
Yeah.
And hunts beasts. Thasia will
And hey, if it's a rare beast or something like that, we can sell it as a pelt when we get back into town.
Thasia
That is
will
also true.
put her heels into her horse's flanks and put the staff up forward like a lance and march forward. Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How are you? Oh, that's the wrong.
I'm alright. Thanks for asking.
No. This
I'm
is-
doing pretty
great.
good.
Pretty good. I had some tacos.
It's a nice time tonight.
Reasonable, even if it's almost 3 in the morning.
Oh, well, that's great. How are you approaching this? This chase and
Onward and
hunt?
fearlessly,
Yes,
I believe.
I have the
No,
horse.
God.
I am just charging forward as the best pace that the party can keep up with. Yes.
Sounds like we're bum rushing it.
There's no stealth when you
No,
have a
just-
plate armored paladin. I'm sorry.
And yes, when you have negative intelligence. God damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen,
Like-
if we rush it hard enough, it might just get a surprise round for how quickly we arrive.
Yeah.
You really think that fucking predator just gonna like, oh, I'm being surprised by these loud clanky
I don't care what the
goddamn
predator
rifles.
thinks.
Yeah,
It's gonna
yeah,
die.
if you
Even if-
get on it
Fucking
quick enough.
beast
It's
it.
gonna be like, I can't believe they're actually trying this.
Like a
Just tell
surprise
you
round
that
doesn't
they-
just like a surprise round
No,
isn't
you
just like
can't get a surprise
you
round
sneak up on
if
things.
you're not stealthed.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind then.
We
Yeah,
will
it's gotta be
surprise it, but
prepared.
that
We're gonna
it'll
be
know we're
surprised
coming, so
because
it's
he's
not a
gonna try
surprise
to,
round.
hide. And you're like, oh, just gonna hide and see what the fuck that is. Oh, you roll in. We got the fucking Limp Bizkit party
Yes.
blasting
So
in
onward.
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 Please
Going to
arrange your
aggressively
yourselves
ignore
on this
head
map.
for berating me.
here.
Holy shit!
That's
That's,
a
a
big
huge
lad.
skeleton.
That was a big guy.
That was a big lad in the
Chunk
past.
Well
is
then.
indeed.
All right. So where do you want us to arrange ourselves? Do you have like a area that we shouldn't go past, or what, Kina?
Yeah, don't go past this line.
Okay.
Dun,
Okay.
dun, dun.
Let's spread out then.
Hmm.
Hey, where's my token?
In the pussy
Did I
zone.
not catch you? Did I?
Okay, all that
You-
cowardice, you just decided
Where
not
did?
to come
Oh,
on the
you
other
were
side.
not. You were not with the rest
No.
of the group on the other map. Okay, you were off to the side
We should probably spread out.
by the hole still.
Hi.
I guess I'll go down. Yeah, I'll stay over here then. And...
No, I don't have much headphones.
I'm gonna use these bushes for hiding. Because I'm actually a
idea.
small size.
Good plan.
That is probably a good idea. You're, as a group, you charge through off the path and into the jungle, following these giant tracks. And you give chase to some creature that is that whatever made them. This leads you eventually, not too far off the path, into what looks like it might have been some kind of ruin at some point. There are some crumbling structures that have just been particularly been ravaged.
Mm.
Okay.
And as you come bursting out of the trees, you do catch sight of the thing you are, in fact, chasing.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yay!
Allosaurus.
Life finds a way.
I thought that was a T-Rex for a second there.
It's a pink Rex.
No, Allosaurus. A T-Rex is yellow and blue. This is an Allosaurus because of the orange.
Nerd.
Dinosaurs are a cool
It's
thing
true.
to be a nerd about. Sorry.
So are Monster Hunter monster.
Yeah.
Oh, you know
wow.
what?
Would you be
Actually, I
okay?
think it's actually
Mr.
supposed to
thinks
be.
that dinosaurs are. Mr. think dinosaurs are for nerds. How about they make it a giant mechanical chess golem?
That's
instead,
also
huh?
for
Huh?
nerds.
I
To get
didn't
you
say.
hard.
I said that is also for nerds, but also at the same time, what I said was everyone knows that that it's actually cool to be a nerd about dinosaurs. And which point Savin agreed. So no one's arguing with you.
Hmm.
Dinosaurs
Yeah.
are fucking sweet.
Ah, yes.
And
Low
lots
initiative
of
party.
is
Here
cool
we
as
go.
fuck.
Okay, there we go.
Wow.
Still low
Anybody
initiative
want to
party.
go first?
You know, I'd love to go
One.
first, actually. Awesome.
Go first.
Let me just fix that.
Oh man, I could trip
I'll
up an
take-
Allosaurus.
I'll take that too.
A
Well, I guess you're
Tyrannosaurus.
going second now, but
Is it not too large in size?
No, it doesn't have a size requirement.
I feel like that's just an oversight. Like holy shit.
There's no size limit on that fucking shit. It's the
Wait, what
dumbest
doesn't?
thing. I thought.
Yeah, I'll print it
Topple.
off for you.
Oh
Here's
god, that's
Topple.
right. You're a fighter.
oh yeah,
Yeah, she's fighter cantrips now.
doubled.
That's why I
Yeah,
asked if they were
I looked at
tridents.
that. That's what I said
Go for the
in
legs.
other table talk, that it was the mob broken.
Yeah,
It's
no,
like Weapon Master just flat out
Yeah,
broken.
that's the thing. Well, I'm sure this will be fine.
Now that's only for melee, right?
It's
No, I can
Yeah.
throw it.
You can
Yeah.
throw it, but does
Yeah.
he still get the?
Yeah,
yeah,
still
you
get
still
it.
get the.
Yeah.
It's still mastery.
thing.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
That's
ranged
fine.
weapons also
Yep.
get masteries.
Well, ranged weapons also get masteries, but some of the masteries are only melee.
yeah. I mean, this only goes on a melee weapon,
Are
but it
they?
doesn't say shit about only applying to melee attacks.
Whether you throw it or not. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, this one
and,
does not. Yeah.
It's this is not a well
Oh,
designed
yeah,
system.
cleave
but
is
we'll see how it
mastery.
goes.
And
We'll see how it goes. We'll see how deep Wizard's Folly goes. It might go
I mean, we know how
pretty
deep
hard.
they're falling
Just
already,
right.
but carry on.
Oh yeah.
They're
I feel like
ill-designed
Watsy appears
nonsense.
as like a fucking doom scroll Twitter sidebar more often than dumb political bullshit these days. Looks like Watsy have made another terrible fucking decision and every single one of their properties will pay the price. Yay.
Okay, well, Donny, it appears you are the quickest on the draw. Wow, you guys two of you did really well, and then everyone else not so much. Wait, hang on.
Oh, it's a goddamn
Wait,
T-Rex.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, that's everyone. That's 7 players. For some reason, I thought there would be more.
Very big T-Rex.
It's a dire T-Rex.
Yes,
Sadly,
as
I
you
will say
are.
that it's that-
Yes, as you get sight of this creature, it is enormous. Much
What a boy.
like everything else on this island, actually. It's
Yeah.
quite.
This is the island of gigantism.
Everything is big
I
here.
told you, this is Skull Island. Everything is fucking huge.
Yeah.
And I was like, question. Rogues don't get
No.
fucking weapon mastery, right?
It's just
fighting.
They
fighting from
sure
barbarians.
do.
They're just fighter cantrips.
You have to pay a
Fighters
feat
and
if you want
barbs.
weapon mastery.
Yep, or a feat.
Yeah, but
So no, you don't have shit.
They had to do something to make fighters more interesting, I suppose.
You know, they could have, I don't know, used some sort of maneuver system.
Yeah.
No.
What? Should be actual
Yeah, they
decent
could have done
intelligent
some sort of
design?
game design. I don't know.
Nah, they give your weapons like little cantrips.
Yeah, just let fighters knock 3 people down around. That's fine. Anyway, then Hedrah, what do?
Yeah, here we go. Weapon.
Yeah, your turn. Go.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna shoot it.
You're gonna shoot.
So this is from. This is from stealth. It's within 80 feet.
So we get sneak attack.
And advantage.
Yeah, that's what's giving you sneak attack.
Well, let's see if I can. Since it's bigger than me, let's see if I can clear of the small son of a bitch. So let's go.
That was an
damage,
incredibly
but-
bad damage roll, my god.
Dang.
1, 1, 6,
Yep.
and then 1.
Pretty bad.
Now, you do have the drop on it, though, at least. So you do get your sneaky.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we'll just dive into the bushes again and try to disappear.
Okay. $16, all right. Thasia, you have so boldly led the charge against some of the wildlife of the island.
I have. Right. Well, that thing sure is a large boy. Would you guys like some bless up before we get into this fight?
Hell yeah.
Sure,
Seems
why
good to
not?
me.
Make me more likely to
Alright.
knock him
You
down.
3 nerds all get blessed.
Oh, which three, sorry?
Lydia, Sumire, and you.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
These 3.
Plus gives us an advantage
you're
on an attack
D4.
roll, right?
No.
No. Plus 1d4.
Oh.
Which should be a thing that you just tick on your character sheet under global attack modifier.
And I'm going to turn this horse around and go back here. Protect Kaia.
Okay.
You thought I was going to charge.
I mean, that, yes?
I'm the healer.
Yes. It is going to instead
Fair
charge
enough.
you.
Dun dun dun.
It lets out a roar that you can feel in your chests. And it stomps towards you. And let's see, there's the
Yeah,
Hans.
bite the horse. That's
There's
much more
Thasia.
meat than anything
There
else in this
is
party.
Rennous.
There's a big
It's
meaty horse.
true.
It is unironically probably
delicious
the most
hunts.
enticing target for this thing. Unless it has, like, humanoid intelligence.
I mean, it's a good thing that Kaia's fucking babies happened, otherwise she'd look like a full course box of chicken nuggets.
Yeah,
Yes,
small
let's
she
attack
is,
the
and how
Hans.
huge
It looks like the biggest meal
My
here.
haunts. Oh god!
Chomp.
Instantly killed.
Ouch.
Well, knocked unconscious
Oh,
anyway.
Hans.
Blech. Yep.
It did its
let's
job.
see if I fall over.
It survived.
I
that?
mean, it's alive.
Unconscious.
So your creature, your Hans is
What?
unconscious. So it is immediately grappled and
Oh.
is in this thing's mouth.
wait, that's for medium or smaller.
This is a much larger.
Yeah. Do you see how big this creature
This is larger
is?
than a normal T-Rex.
This is a
Look how big this thing
bigger
is, and look how big the
T-Rex.
horse is.
It is
It fits in his
gargantuan.
mouth on this token alone.
Token actually fits in
Jesus
the other
Christ, it
token's
actually
mouth.
does. That's horrifying. I love it. All right,
It's a
let me see
perfect
if
fit.
this horse actually like disappears. Okay, it actually disappears if it's dropped to 0 health. So this thing takes a big chompulon, and then
Oh,
as it's picking the haunts up, it just
It-
vanishes. Unfortunate.
this confuses and enrages the creature.
Din Din's gonna walk about.
Din Din's is gone. So let's see. There's now 2 other targets that it can now chomp on. It's still hungry. So, and its other meal
does it
just so cruelly was taken away.
get another bite? Doesn't it have to do like a tail slap?
Has
Guys,
a
you're acting like you
tail
know what
attack.
this thing's
that's
stat line
right.
does.
Yes.
Calm it down.
Yeah.
Who among us
This
has not
might be
used a
customized though. It
Yeah,
could
come
have
on
extra
now.
attack because it's got so many more hit dice.
We haven't used a beat. We have
Boy, let me
fought a
tell you
B-Rex.
about how on the fly I made this. I just pulled this guy out of my
Listen,
ass.
I'm just
Tail
trying to
whip.
get them to stop metagaming. Shut the fuck
It's gonna whack.
I'm sorry.
You know, Miss Ghost Horse. You get whacked by a
Ow.
gigantic tail.
Well, that'll do it.
I know that one.
All right, let's see if I can keep my concentration. Boop, 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 boop. Does anyone have resistance?
Oh no.
Oh,
I am not within range of you.
What do
You're
you
the
mean you not-
cleric.
No, I
You
don't.
got resistance.
No,
It's an
Savin's
option,
like
is what she
the
meant.
a
no,
holy paladin.
Savin doesn't. He's the
He's a
one
paladin.
class from like the WoW stuff, so it probably
Well,
doesn't have it.
I'm just a normal paladin,
Oh,
but no,
right.
resistance is not one of the spells that I took, which is unfortunate. Okay, Bless goes away immediately. So
All
now-
right,
So now
Yeah,
we
now
don't
you
have to worry about Bless?
don't have to worry about it.
Nope.
Good, because I couldn't find it.
How can you not fucking find it? It's right there.
Okay,
I'll,
so here's what you do, Morgan. So you go
Yep.
on your character sheet, you hit the cogwheel.
Yep, that's what I did.
Okay, you see that show like global stuff, like global attack modifier, damage modifier, and all that.
Mm-hmm. I'll find it eventually, but yes. Do you mean general options?
No, if you're just on your
Oh.
regular character sheet, you go from core to the cogwheel.
Yeah.
On
It should be like right down below it on that very
right-hand
right-hand
column.
side. Show global save modifier. Show global skill modifier.
Yeah, sorry, I thought you meant the whole
So
field being called
global
that.
save and global
No.
attack are what will give you Bless's effects, and then just turn them off.
Neat. Cool. Thank you.
examples are in VCT.
Anyway, winner. Looks like you're up.
Yep. Wither and Bloom. Let's get Thasia and Thasia. I forget.
Ooh.
Hex should be ticked.
It has to make a Constitution save.
What's your
is there?
spellcasting ability? Well,
It
what's
should
the
be intelligence.
modifier?
It says right
4.
there. 15.
No, the
Do you
spellcasting
understand how
modifier for the,
that's my
for the hit
eight.
die.
Thank you.
There we go.
Unfortunate.
Bad dice.
Yeah, so what's the
Hey, it
damage?
took
What's
6.
double?
Well, it took 3, but I dealt 6. She healed 6.
Also, bad rolling on the Wither and Bloom. That is double
that was-
one.
Yes, it was
Yep.
absolute minimum.
Maximum hex damage.
Which she
though.
didn't cast,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
which
Wither and
eventually
Bloom.
happened.
Oh, which doesn't apply to.
Your Wither
I mean,
and
you couldn't
Bloom
cast
makes a little
Acid.
squeaky sound as it impacts.
Squeaky.
I just took
Squeaky.
Hex off as I'm not using it anymore.
Anything else for Kaia?
That's it for now.
Rennous. There is a
Whee!
enormous creature in front of you.
All right, I'm gonna move up like that and put Robun in the middle so it can do its Steel Defender thing. Bonus action Bunny Bump. Miss. And then my attacks. Stab, stab. Oh, I left Bliss ticked on, of course I did.
Let's see. Not a crit, but hit, miss, hit.
Alright, so 10 damage. Plus 1. Wait, why does. Where have my modifiers gone on these attacks?
I don't know. Where
Oh.
have they gone?
Oh, it's
Yeah.
doing fucking strength all of a sudden when it should be doing int. I'm just gonna re-roll this completely. Bear with.
Well, just
Also,
add
slashing.
your...
I have that savage thing turned off.
Yeah, just
Just add your
crit
end to
the
it.
damage.
There is no stat modifier on
Yeah,
your
there's no
attack
modifiers
dice.
on any
Just
of this
takes
shit.
extra
Give me a
damage
hot
Oh.
on
sec.
the end. It's fine.
There you go. It takes 8 damage. I'll take the low numby because for some reason that had it had like the classic versatile roll still in it, which it really shouldn't have.
Is your Robun's damage still okay?
Yep, Robun's fine.
So 8. Sumire?
Wow, and my crossbow turned into 1 damage
Oh yeah,
plus
that'll
dex. It
happen.
lost
That
its...
happens to first weapon all the time.
All right. So I'm gonna start off using Fighting Spirit, and then we're gonna try and stab it with a trident and bring it down to the
Why not?
ground. 23 for 13, first and foremost. Con save, be knocked prone.
This is funny.
It is,
quite
isn't it?
amusing.
This is funny. There's
Focusing.
no
No, it's just at
restrictions
will
on
knock
this
prone.
ability. Good job, Wizards. It's just all it does. There's not even a
Well,
size.
unhit knock, bro.
There's not even a size like range on it. It's
I
just
know.
get fucked.
On this one, anyway.
It's so funny.
Some of them have.
All right, second one. Another save, please.
You
26.
miss. Oh wait, no, you
I
hit.
don't. I have advantage.
Fighting spirit.
Let's go ahead and action surge. You're gonna go down. You're down on the ground.
Everybody do the dinosaur.
Open
You
the
stab the
door,
creature.
get on the
You stab the
floor.
gigantic dinosaur in the ankle enough times to
Ankle
make it
shave.
fall over.
Yeah, I have one more attack as well.
So goofy.
So silly.
All right, so let's see here. So 20, 30,
At
41
least it's only
damage.
prone.
We're just gonna witness Sumire beat a T-Rex to death here.
Well, the T-Rex has to also gets a turn in a bit.
We'll
Yeah.
see if it gets a turn.
Yeah, but now like
No.
the other melee, but now the other melee
Yeah.
people get advantage because he's prone.
We have
It
a
is
monk
now-
coming in.
I don't
have a
have,
monk
coming in hot.
unfortunately, I don't have Sideways Man.
I
Oh,
think I've
God,
set
this
this
is
up
so silly.
correctly, but yeah. So if I'm reading this all correctly, I get 2 strikes
you
per
have extra
attack, and I can do 2 attacks per
Yeah,
turn.
so you have extra attacks, so you get to make 2 attacks, and then the monk has a bonus action punch. You can use key point to do 2 punches instead of 1.
Oh hell yeah! Let's do all that. So
Any of that, you can use an action point for your stunning fist.
yeah. No, I'm just gonna go ahead with 4 unarmed strikes.
Sure.
I guess.
Are you're
No,
doing
just
stunning
unarmed strike.
strike?
Just unarmed strikes.
Oh, just unarmed
Just
strikes.
Yeah.
flurry of blows.
22. Nice.
Not bad.
You repeatedly punch this thing in the snoot
Yeah. While it's on the ground.
while it's on the ground.
Unfortunately,
Magdalena.
prone sucks for me, but I can still.
It's such a large target that even while prone, I would say you aren't going to be at disadvantage to it.
Oh, well then, big
You had
Suba get
a
back
normal
here.
attack.
It's
It
so
is
big.
just it's the scale of it.
Huge.
Yeah.
In that case, I will Hunter's Mark it with a bonus action, and then activate my Frost Chill power for 1 use, and
Oh, boy.
Wow! Oh, that is
Nice.
awful
wow.
damage
Aw.
rolls, but
Wow.
Oh boy.
holy cow.
1, 1, 1.
4 1s on D6s.
Rough times. Rough
4
times.
1s, a 2, 2 3s, and a 4. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 D6, and not one above 4.
All
Or
right.
and only one above 3.
Donny.
No.
Fun times.
Don't suppose you have a healing word or anything, do you?
Ah,
I do not. And also, I used my bonus action.
I might just come around here and give him the scoop.
This creature might actually might in fact be more dangerous like this.
Oh, more dangerous.
Uh-oh.
Prone.
It just rolls over
Yes.
on
I
you.
mean, it can more easily get at us.
Ah, okay, fair
Wish.
enough. Yeah.
Gets little arms.
Its face is right on our level. Doesn't need to reach with its T-Rex arms.
27 to hit and 22 damage. 21.
Yeah.
And then just offhand scoop. No, wait, shut up. I'm just gonna disengage
That's
away
smart.
from him. Bonus action disengage. Into the foliage. Behind the rock.
How much movement do you have?
Up to 60 if he wants.
Let's see, the first one.
Donny only moved like 15 feet.
Oh.
So,
Okay.
15, I moved.
or
five.
oh, you were right
Yeah, I guess
there.
you have
Yeah.
agility
Oh, that's
or
right. You were right
something.
there.
I'm like here. Alright. Is it time for Paladin Smite memes?
I don't know.
Maybe.
Is it?
Probably. Unfortunately, they nerfed Smite, so there's no way I can actually kill this thing in one go. Because I can only smite once. So, I think I'm going to cast...
Honestly,
No, it's a
it
good
was
nerf.
It's
It was kind of crazy.
even if you could smite more than once, it is a high bar to pass.
I
to
mean,
try and kill
look,
this thing in
I've
one go.
seen Paladins do some amazing shit. So no, I'm going to cast
Yeah.
Shield of Faith on myself as a bonus action. And then hit this thing twice.
Okay.
Nice.
Both really good hits.
Both hits for 27.
Oh no, I actually wish I had
Honk honk.
gone all in. Oh well. And I cast a spell, so I can't smite this turn.
Okay.
Is that really how the ruling works?
Unfortunate, isn't it?
Oh, wow.
And also smites are. Oh yeah.
That like kills any brand of like paladin multi-classing then I guess.
I mean,
I mean, not really.
It's almost like they actually thought about doing just that. 'Cause
Yeah, they definitely
Perhaps.
seem intent on killing
I
all
haven't intended on that for a
multi-classes.
while. Multiclass is a bad mechanic anyway.
Yeah.
Alright, T-Rex, come at me.
Roll
Okay.
over.
It is going to first I think it's going to bite. Now, which one of you did more damage
Sumire
to
by
it?
a mile. Are you kidding?
Yeah,
By a while. I did like
definitely
40 damage to
Sumire
it.
Did like half its
Sumire.
HP bar.
Yep, that
That's
would have
fine.
dropped me, so I'm glad that was
Sumire.
on you.
Yeah.
Does a 14 hit you, Sumire?
A 14? No.
Then that's gonna be a 14.
You
Oh, yeah.
divination
course.
wizard.
Change it to a 4.
But how dare you? Sumire, for just a second there, you should swear that this thing's jaws closed around you and just chomped down on you. But then you blink and this thing's mouth closes just like an inch or two away from your face instead.
Okay.
And in a huff, it rolls over. So it is going to move over. It is going to move here.
I
So
figured no matter what it did, the bite was gonna be worse.
Lydia, Sumire, Thasia, and Mag
Could
make dexterity
Oh, no.
saving throws.
I try a strength save to just pin it in place? Is it just
Look
too
at the
big?
size.
It's too big for
No.
that.
Oh,
No.
Look, it had to be asked, okay? Sometimes you get to do funny stuff. I'm going to use my inspiration on this. 18.
Squish.
18.
Fail, pass, fail,
Mag?
pass.
Nice.
So you guys are going to take
Just roll its tail whack at us, I guess.
yeah, I was thinking about that. Yeah. And save for half, I suppose.
Ow.
So 25
Oof.
damage, save for half.
Okay, so
12.
that becomes like what? 12? 12.
I suppose Meg gets out of the way. She'll move down here.
Oofers.
Kaia.
All right. God, I'm sure it's low enough.
This is gonna be the worst thing ever. Yep.
Oh no.
Why would you do that?
Why?
Because it's funny.
Why?
when we're all here.
Why do I have to roll for this thing's sex?
Oh
my
no,
God.
am I getting
Uh,
am I getting blasted by Dino?
Depends
Cum?
on in which way it's
Maybe
junk
it depends
faces.
on what.
Is it below 100 HP?
Yeah.
Almost
Yes.
definitely. I mean, I think it's facing down that way.
Yeah, that's bad for you and Lydia. If it's a girl. Oh.
It's not.
Oh, that's bad for Max then. Sploosh.
Oh, Mags.
Well, actually, hold on. Let's see. So it was facing this way, and then it rolled over. So yeah, I guess it would be going that
Yeah.
way.
Well, if it rolled over, then it could. Who knows where it lands?
but this could
That's
be
true.
Kaia's undoing. Like if she can get pregnant,
Oh, no!
kill somebody. She's in the splash
I was-
zone.
Oh,
So,
for a
uh,
bunch of
no,
dino
she's
stuff.
boned.
So
How
you're
vindictive
gonna-
are you? How vindictive are you feeling of me doing the poking, Kina?
What are you talking about? I didn't do
Kina
this.
has nothing to do with this.
I didn't
Damn it.
do this.
Damn it, she called me out. I was gonna
had
DM
nothing
roll
to do with
that.
this. I didn't
no,
do
I'm saying
any
for,
of
like,
this.
I'm saying for like this happening. Like how vindictive do you feel? Do you want to make a splash towards me, or do you want to make a splash for the wizard that made it happen?
Oh no, it's definitely going this way.
Yeah,
Okay.
They're both
So,
in a 30-foot
it's like-
cone of dino hose.
Welcome,
So-
welcome
And
to being
yeah.
pregnant with giant frickin' T-Rexes.
So you guys
Yep.
are
Bun Rexes.
So let's see. You guys are going to be essentially affected by a grease spell.
Ugh,
Make dexterity saving throws.
surprised
uh,
it's not tidal wave.
Oh, it doesn't get a save. It does a save at the end of its turn. Okay.
Kaia,
Effortlessly
unfortunately, you do
dodge
not
the
pass.
tool.
Mag, you do dodge. Kaia, you slip in the oncoming wave of
Yeah.
semen.
It's the Tidalsaurus Rex.
The Tidalsaurus Rex. You made this happen, and you were
I did.
immediately punished by it. Congratulations, Kaia.
I believe this is called fucking around and finding out.
It's called karma. It's called karma is
Is.
what it is.
Something like that. Reno,
I believe
you
that's the
just
same
saw, you witnessed
Oh.
that happen.
Suit of law.
Well, I had the perfect gift. Give me a. There you go.
Yep. Ideal.
Yeah.
I guess you are actually, you're
Oh my
prone
god,
now.
let's re-roll that damage. That was garbage. Nope, I'll just roll another.
Still garbage.
Terrible garbage roll. So it's a 7 actually. I'm missing a +1 in there.
Okay.
Yeah,
Does Robun do
87.
anything?
Give me a moment. Robun, bonus action, bunny bump, miss.
All right. That was fun with the trident, but let's swap over to a different weapon and see another weapon master in action,
Yay.
shall we?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
still
let's.
prone, so you
let's
might as
see
well.
what happens.
Yeah, so I'm going to switch over to my katana, which just lets me use its versatile die as a
boy.
one-handed weapon.
Numbies.
Go to D10.
21
T10, yay.
and a 13 to hit it.
Wow. I mean, it's a good thing it was prone.
It is. So it takes
Uh,
25.
Wait, does a 13 hit it?
Let
I
me
believe
tell
13
you
hits it.
about how easy it is to hit
Yeah,
something
T-Rex is
so
really
large.
fucking AC for whatever reason. Like
Well,
I
yeah.
figured they would be,
Yeah, T-Rexes
they're
have 13
like
AC,
dumb
it's
and big and
hilarious.
clumsy, but their whole body is made of leather.
That's all they
armor,
have going on
like-
for them,
Yes. All they have is hit points.
Yeah.
How have the katana and trident on my sheet been cloned, and why are they 2+4
Yeah.
slashing?
Yeah, and they're all broken. Yeah, I had to all of my attacks got
You're-
cloned, and I had to fix them too.
How you guys' character sheets are all fucked up for whatever reason.
Like, the rest of the stuff that I made is, like, working fine.
Yeah,
but,
all the stuff I put in is great, but the weapons
Oh.
all fucking goozled themselves.
like, it cloned themselves. Like, those are new. Those weren't there before.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's it for me.
Okay. Lydia.
Yes. I will do a flurry of blows. Pop.
Are you sure you want to do a flurry? It looks like someone's already done a flurry of blows recently.
Oh dear.
Nice.
Wow, okay.
Bop, bop.
Oh. Punch.
Spicy.
Oh, so you need one more.
Oh no.
Well, that's
She
if they're
just said
using a
she
key
was
point to
doing
do
flurry
another
blows.
one.
So,
Yeah, she did say
Do one
flurry
more.
of blows.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Two attacks and then my bonus attack action. Sorry. I should have.
Oh. That
Yeah.
is not
Yeah.
flurry of
No,
blows.
and
that's
you
not
might as well
flurry
make the
attacks.
fourth one.
Yeah,
It's
floor
fucking
attacks
almost
is
dead.
Yeah, you might as well.
Alright,
Like,
fair.
you kill it. You could kill it.
Up.
No,
Probably.
Five.
not.
I
Oh,
assume.
nope. We assume
Hey.
wrong.
That's enough.
I guess
See?
not. I am wrong.
So wait, is flurry of blows
It's a
actually a
class
skill
feature.
then? I
Yeah,
thought
it's
that
a
was-
flurry of
It
blows
is.
a
You use a
class
key
feature.
point to
Oh,
do 2 attacks instead of 1 as a bonus action.
well
Yeah.
then.
Keep. It says in the manual that patient
Oh,
defense,
you guys are
separate
so
wind,
lucky I
and
wasn't
flurry of
prepared for
blows.
this encounter.
Really wasn't expecting Operation Cum Hose.
Why?
I wasn't.
It's
I
like
wasn't.
you're prepared for this counter. Make it so when it gets knocked prone, it lands on us.
It's more like I had literally just had to pull this guy out of the compendium,
hey, it
and
worked.
that's it.
Yeah.
It worked.
I worked, but I
Yeah, he
have
nibbled
ideas for
a couple
how
of
I'm going
us.
to prepare random encounters for creatures in the future.
Yeah, fair.
Good.
I'm just satisfied that the
Yeah,
trident
Kaia
thing
is gonna be
works.
huge after this.
Luckily, they're not sharks.
So Kaia, I'm afraid
God,
you.
so silly.
So I guess you have about. I guess you have maybe. You have about 6 or 7 days until you explode. Congratulations.
Yep, there's no way you are not re-pregnant.
you
by
might
Yeah.
just
presence
die
of
I
that
from
cum.
that.
Already a bump.
You might.
Thankfully, Curse doesn't let that happen. She's been fighting
Tyranno
the war.
burns.
Actually, wait, no, hold on.
That's honestly pretty
Fucking
cool.
Taeleer breed true. It doesn't matter. They're just bunnies.
Yeah. They're going to be T-Rex team, though. They do tend
Yeah,
to pick
they're
up,
probably
like,
huge.
bigness. And all
Oh,
They're
that
no,
gonna,
stuff.
I don't-
you remember the meme?
I don't want
You
to
remember
think
the-
about that saving that Taeleer breed true with like.
Oh yeah, they do.
animal
That's
stuff
come up
like
before.
this.
Taeleer breed.
They literally,
Taeleer
unlike
breed,
like
white girl.
Kitsune just
White
only
girl,
produces
woo.
Kitsune kids. Taeleer breed true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
It
don't
has
want to
an-
think about
It'll
that.
just be the bunny in love with like girlfriend 4 times his size. They'll just have a litter of giant
Yay.
bun girls wherever they
The
go.
biggest size
This-
in the universe.
This problem also comes up in Mass Effect with the Asari. No one has ever mentioned it, but considering that they birth horrible murder monsters if they just
And
do
they're
it
the
with
only
other
species
Asari,
that's native to their planet.
and they're the only sapient species on their planet. So where did all of the non-psycho murder monster Asari come from?
Didn't they fuck
I would like-
psychic? They had sex with psychic plants, I thought.
Was it? I don't.
Kina,
Yay.
I don't
I
know.
think
I didn't
they had
look up the
sex with
Asari.
plants.
They were the weirdest race in Mass Effect. and I
Also,
didn't
like,
them.
don't worry. There, if you try and look up any like Asari art, there is plenty of that out there.
I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure.
yeah, the reason we see Asaurus as humans is because all the players are humans. They mention it in game.
I do love that. I
Have,
do like that.
Yeah.
That conversation is one of my
What do you mean
favorites.
they look like humans? No, they look like this race. No, like, what the hell? Are you blind? No, they look like our race. It's like, no, they are psychically changing the way they look to
An ex-
you, to the specific.
An extremely concerning conversation that is never mentioned ever again.
Yeah. So all of their bunch of psychic mollusks that reproduce asexually by
By slorping you.
mentally draining your. Yeah. So they're literally mind players with a glam spell.
I'm glad I stayed away
Asari are
from the
great. What are you
Asari.
talking about?
I love
Didn't
They're
I didn't
wonderful.
like them. I
Yeah,
stayed away
they're
from
pretty
them.
good.
I love them.
Fuck you, I got my tally.
Yeah.
I will stay happily with my Miranda.
Well, the creature has been destroyed. The creature has died. Mag is standing in a pool of semen. Kaia is covered in it and is on the ground.
What the fuck was that spell?
That was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my
Power
life.
word come.
It is quite hilarious, really.
It's pretty funny.
Just
Are you sure that
Sneak.
this curse is not of your own doing?
Well, it's not of my own doing, but that certainly was my own fault.
does anyone have a higher passive that has an 18 passive?
No.
All right, you're right. It's not her own doing. Actually, wait, no. I'm pretty sure this is your own doing. Your curse is your own doing.
He just pops in here like, okay, let's see about getting one of these teeth. Come on, you big bastard, just give me one of them.
One of. Let's see how many we
Oh,
can
shit.
get.
Savin, she's sure she didn't cause that. She didn't
Okay.
cause this curse herself.
Yeah.
Sumire can believe whatever the fuck she wants.
I am. I know, and I will.
I can and I goddamn well. You've done your own research.
I have this paper that says I can do whatever I want. Paper says I can do whatever I want.
Wow.
The teeth
True.
on this creature are big. They are probably the size of
Short.
They are the yes.
Yeah, a regular T-Rex tooth is about 12 inches. If this fucker is at least on size category larger, well, that's a 2-footer.
Yeah, they're very, very large teeth.
Let's rip out as many as we
And
can.
they're
Sure.
And they're serrated. That's the best part. They're like sharp teeth, but made for that. So
these are basically sword-sized teeth.
They'd be really good
Yeah,
for like
short
cutting down
swords.
lumber.
Mm.
or given that they're sweeping, they'd be great for, cutting down foliage when you're traversing the jungle.
Mm,
Like a machete.
Yeah. Machete, machete, machete.
Well, that depends. Cassiano is called on a machete. Machete is like Central or like Mexicanese.
Machete.
Or
I only care
Machete,
about the way
machete,
Danny
machete.
Trejo pronounces it.
Of course.
Mahete.
Danny Trejo is such. Danny Trejo is such a fucking good guy. Well,
He is. He's a complete goober.
now, yeah, nowadays. But when he was younger, it's a whole different
Well, yeah.
fucking story, though.
Well, yeah.
But he turned out good in the end.
Is there anything else you want to try and
I
take from this
mean,
creature?
Is it good eating?
What the fuck else?
Yeah, this lad good eats.
Steak?
We could take its skin.
No.
Rocky Mountain oysters?
You're telling me someone out there
Oh,
wouldn't pay to
God.
have dinosaur skin armor?
Well, I mean, they would pay quite well, but
There is
You wouldn't
certainly
have 'em in
meat
stock.
to take.
I am not a leather
Well,
worker.
I will
do
take
not
as much
know
meat
how
as the 16 survival will
treat
allow.
such things.
We eating good tonight, boys.
Yeah, you can easily harvest. I mean, just cutting into one of its. What would be this? God, how tough would this thing be?
Probably
This meat
very.
actually be.
It's just all muscle.
Probably.
Yeah.
Rather gamey.
Probably
that's the
really.
thing, no,
It'd be very lean.
Yeah, but the difference
Looks
is
like we're
also it's
gonna have to stew
reptilian type
ourselves a gator.
Probably the best meat you're
Gator's
gonna
so
get
good,
is
though.
probably honestly opening up its mouth where Donny is and just taking its tongue out.
Yeah, Rex tongue
Thighs
stew.
would be like pretty good eating.
You think it's thigh?
No,
Maybe the tail?
no. If we're going
Mm.
the tail, the actual base of the tail is the least moving part, most muscles, but the least overall movement because it's just used for stabilization. And the inner, like the extractor and inflector muscles in there, by the spine itself, is actually the tenderest part. It's considered reptilian wagyu by when you eat crocodile or
Okay, I'm
gator.
convinced. We're
That's
getting
why-
us some
I don't
T-Rex
like the
Wagyu.
taste of
Let's
gator
go.
All right.
myself.
Let's
Okay.
have some T-Rex spinal stew.
It's the base of this T-Rex is enormous, so it's going to take some time to take the tail, to carve the tail off. And what do you have to? How are you going to get through the bone?
I have a
Yeah.
magic sword.
That'll do.
You know what? That'll do it. That'll work.
I also have I have high strength. I can
Yeah,
just
just give the
crack-
magic
Yeah.
sword to
You
the
High
need
high
to get
strength
through the
person
bone.
and
You
bonk,
need
bonk,
to
bonk.
just
So Sumire's gonna stop trying to rip
Yeah.
out one of its teeth.
I
So we're
can
not
just-
using. So we're not using its tooth to cut through its tail now.
I can just
That
crack
would also
them in
work, I
half
guess.
with a portable ram.
Oh man, I want to take one of its
No,
teeth and use
listen,
it
you
as
don't
a
need to break the
cudgel
bone.
for
Just
shillelagh. How fucking sick would that be?
Hell yeah.
Well,
Pretty
it would
sick.
fucking cut your fingers off.
It would cut your
Don't care.
fingers off too.
Worth.
Yeah, but it has a
Yeah,
tooth
exactly.
root, remember? So you can
You
hold
could
it there.
just take one of it. You could just take one of its femurs and use that as a
Fuck
great
yeah.
club if you want. That
No, she can't.
That'd be like a
That
great,
thing would be
great
so
club.
fucking
oh gosh,
huge.
actually that might actually be too. You
Cut it
might
off
have
a
to
little
go
bit, yeah.
for one of the smaller leg bones, like the
It's
shin
finger
bone.
bone. Take one with finger bones.
The shin bone would probably be a great club then. The femur might actually be too big.
They're equal size on the T-Rex Kina.
She could
Oh, are
probably.
they?
Honestly, she could
Just-
probably use one of the shoulder to like upper arms.
No,
Whatever.
no,
You
you're
can
overthinking.
definitely
Just take one of
whichever.
his finger knuckle bones. That'd be small
You-
enough.
Whatever. You
Could be
can
like a
you'll be able to find a bone on it, maybe a rib or maybe a forearm of it, and use that as a club and or great club for
Outstanding.
you if you like. There's definitely large enough. You are just going to just
I
become a
mean,
caveman.
Unga Bunga. Caveman bunny sounds fantastic. Yeah.
Cave bunny, swing, bone, club.
I mean, look, if you washed up on a fucking primeval
Honestly-
island on this and you found a bunch of cave bunnies, would that not be the dopest shit?
Return
Speaking
to
of
burn.
cave bunnies, these babies are gonna be huge.
Yeah, you're gonna be
Yeah.
a cave of a bunny, all right.
And I rolled triplets there.
And let's see. What was it? What did you roll? What
Rolled a
did you roll?
1d3. I figured
You
just
did
because she got sprayed with cum, she didn't get cum. She didn't get cummed in.
Right. Let's see. You did
Yeah,
a
you're not
16.
fucking
So let's say you can probably. This thing's very large, and that's a 16. You can easily get like that section of the tail's probably like 30 pounds. You can get off easily.
Hooey!
Well, get 30 pounds of one of the tenderest fucking meats from the goddamn reptile. And the reptile there. And I got a new fucking weed whacker.
Hooray!
And let's see. How many teeth do you get? Let's say 11. You're going to get 11 short sword sized
Nice.
teeth.
Nice.
Nice. I just get some fucking, use some of my twine here and clean up the base and then just wrap it as a fucking handle. Now I have a fucking foliage clearer. Hooray. Like you fuckers get hit by twigs. I'm literally just, you just see a fucking cat
Holy
moving around the
shit.
tall grass.
Savin, I have found a new monster for you.
Oh.
Throw at us.
Yeah.
Oh no.
There was the you did have the
Mhm.
Hydra Goose. And now
Hydra Rex.
Oh my
The
god.
Canadian dragon.
Canadian dragon.
Oh my
Alright,
god.
Yeah.
into token
Oh,
2 you go.
boy.
Hell yes, that's so
I
good.
love it. That is my favorite thing ever. Fucking love my goose monsters.
Surprise.
You silly goose.
Goosters.
That is fucking cute.
It's
though. I can't deny it.
adorable.
Those chicks are like super.
Look at its babies. They're hideous. I love them.
No, they're super
They look
cute.
like
They're not
featherless
hideous. It's
chicken.
like-
Look at their
I
little
love those.
spikies.
Yeah.
I want one.
this thing
would
doesn't
grab one.
roar at you.
I grew up on a fucking farm, Savin. Yes, I've seen them from start to finish. They're
Look,
all cute.
I'm not saying they're not
We would
cute.
steal
I think
one.
they're adorable, but they are hideous. You can be both at the same time.
I mean, regular gooses are also hideous, so yeah.
All right. So, let's see here. Back to
Instead
the
of just wandering
back
like,
to the over.
where the fuck are all these geese coming from? God,
Clear, like
Like,
in
you
Raymond
have-
County, the geese are just built different.
So you have spent you have hunted down this creature and you killed it. You spent probably let's face it, probably a couple hours butchering this thing and prying its enormous teeth out. So you can tell that the sun is starting to dip now.
All right.
All right, let's
Kaia's
head on
probably
back
already
then.
showing.
Uh, Have to start heading back.
That is nightmarish.
It is, isn't it?
Geese.
Look at them teeth.
So you are going to head back towards the ship, or back towards the shoreline camp.
Fantastic.
And we'll take, now that you know the path, it won't take as long to get there as it did to get here. So, but it is well into the evening by the time you reach back at your camp. And it's been a couple hours, so let's do that.
I'm sure it's nothing.
It's fine. It's nothing. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Not foreboding.
I mean, whatever it is, it went in one direction, then back in that other direction, then back to the same direction. So it ended up backwards started, basically.
Hmm. Let's see. So the sun is almost completely set by now, but you make it through the jungle and back to the beach.
Well,
You can see a few lights from the ship in the bay, in the cove.
Uh.
But other than that, everything seems to be as you left it.
yeah, cool.
Seems to be.
Yeah.
I will light my lantern. Light my lantern so we can get a little light going there. And then just I tell the big and strong to just hold it up against the ship and just like wave it, like side to side, just to show that we're still here.
Here, I got a bigger light for it. I can just cast a light spell and they can see us probably.
After you light up some lanterns and hang them and raise them up. After a couple of minutes, you see a light on the ship like flash, like on off on off on off, a couple of times.
Sweet.
Okay.
Is there some secret code or is there a rhythm to it?
Could be nautical sign that Sumire, you're a pilot, yes?
I know my way around a boat, yes. Does that turning on and off mean anything to me, Kina?
Yeah, you're familiar enough with being on the ship and being around ships in general that it is a fairly basic set of signal lights to uh, basically just identify yourself.
Okay. I will use my light spell to flicker back and forth friends or allies, whichever one is easiest for it.
Sure. You can respond to the light signals with your own. And you get a confirmation signal from the ship.
Sweet. All right,
Right.
let us camp and enjoy a meal for the night.
Yes, we should be fine.
What a mess.
Nothing much, just telling the ship that we're back. And then making sure that we were who we are.
With
Hey.
classic boat light
Ooh.
signals.
Yeah. And it is evening now, and you guys have reached the camp and are settling in.
Yeah, that sounds like a good place to end it here.
Yes, it is about dinner time. Dinner time for both the party and for myself. Just about. So, but before we depart, I would like to ask you, where the fuck are you going? What
That's a
are your
good
plans?
fucking question.
What the
Where-
fuck are your plans for your next morning?
Continue on the path we were on and
Yeah,
see
we
if there's
did want
anything
to
up
go
there,
like
right?
further into
Yeah,
the
I'd like to-
mountains.
Mhm.
See if we
Continue
can get
us
a
down.
good
like
vantage
a
point.
good look at the surrounding area.
Okay.
Yeah, because we were on this
Uh,
northeast path and we didn't find any structure yet.
And
Your-
also Hedrah.
Path was
I'm just gonna
this.
say that from the northeastern path, if we take a little jump towards the lake, we can refresh for fresh
Sure.
water.
Oh yeah.
We have magic. We don't
Because,
need fresh water. I can turn seawater into drinking water.
Yeah, but you're gonna have to haul that shit like so many miles. That's what I just said. We go there, just pick some fresh water from the streams.
I mean, really what we should do is
Because-
we should
Oh, I'm on GM layer.
I mean, really what we should do is pack up our camp in the morning and take it with us. That way we don't have to travel back and forth each day.
Yeah.
I mean, we should make multiple
Move base
camps.
camp
Is what we
along
should
as
do.
we go.
What?
Yeah.
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 Cool.
Just pack up your tents each time to take it with you, and then like at the next base camp or wherever, put them down for the night and put them up in the morning.
Yeah, we have a bonfire circle here, so stoned up and everything.
But I mean, like if that ship does get like destroyed, or whatever, we just start bushcrafting this island.
If our ship gets destroyed, we have bigger issues.
Yeah.
We have to send a phone call back to Laris. Could you come pick us up? So what wrecked
I
your
have
car?
a distinct feeling that magical sendings aren't going to leave this place.
Probably.
Just a thought.
Just maybe.
So, is that it for the night then?
That will be
All
it
right.
for the game.
Well, if you're
Tonight.
watching on the YouTubes or stream, thanks for tuning in. We will see you tomorrow for Kina&D. Till then, adios and do take care.